Back to pass, Tiller. Throws it deep down the left side. He's got a receiver down there, and he catches at the 10-5. Touchdown, Boyle County.
Wow.
On him. Here's Tiller. Airing it out right side. His receiver's out there. A great grab down to the third back. Of course, his brother Jack's played so well on the defensive side. Pump fakes.
Got it.
Looks down the far side. He throws it down there.
Touchdown.
Receiver down there. And it's caught. Buccanini to the 10. He's going to take it to the house. 24 all. Penalty takes it to 45. And Fago back to pass. Fires. And they go hook and ladder, and they ladder to the near side. Taking off with it is Ogbugu. The 15-10. Ogbugu 5 takes it in for the touchdown. The hook and ladder to Ogbugu with 59 seconds, and Catholic takes a 30-24 lead. That's a big-time play. We've got to take a look at that one again.
Coach Perry with a hook and ladder. Coach Perry with the 1940s hook and ladder play. My dad ran that back in the 40s.
And you know what? That always seems to work.
It does. I mean, but you know what? You got to understand, too, Ogbugu made a great catch of that ball with one hand.
We're going to take a look at it again here on the after the extra point. We're going to look at that hook and ladder again. Ogbugu finished the deal. And here's the extra point coming. The hook and of course, they do the swinging gate.
The swinging gate. You know what? I don't know how much time's left in this game.
There are actually some people Well, good evening, everyone. Welcome to Joseph K. Ford Stadium, campus of Lexington Catholic. Tonight, it's a big district game between Boyle County and Lexington Catholic, and Coach Mike Meehan joins me as always. And Coach, we love covering this Boyle County Catholic game because you saw the hook and lateral there that won the game last year. They're usually very competitive games. We expect the same thing here tonight.
Yeah, William was showing the highlights on PrepSpin, you people watching it, and all the highlights are what you're going to see every time these two teams play. It's always a highlight game.
It's a highlight reel, and we're looking forward to it here tonight. The White Greer Maggard High School football game of the week. Gary Ball, Mike Meehan, William Warfield producing, and the White Greer Maggard game of the week. We'll come back, and we will talk to Chuck Smith, the head coach. Are we going to him now, William, or you just want to take a break? We'll take a break, come back, talk to Chuck Smith and Mark Perry on the pregame. It's Boyle County Catholic on the White Greer Maggard High School football game of the week.
When you're not happy with your smile, you feel down. When you feel down, you stay in bed. When you stay in bed, you miss deadlines. When you miss deadlines, a lot of kids are upset. Don't upset a lot of kids. Love your smile. Call White, Greer, and Maggard today.
I wanted to get back on the basketball court.
I want to get back to the ref I used to be.
I want to get back to gardening.
I want to get back to playing with my band.
Only one team is qualified to get patients back to living their lives. Bluegrass Orthopedics has physician experts to assist in your recovery, whether it's an injury or chronic condition. Bluegrass Orthopedics provides convenient, specialized, and comprehensive care for your unique life.
All S, all P, all O, R-T, S Sports. Pick it up at all sports. Pick it up at all sports.
In Fayette Mall and allsportslex.com, locally owned and operated since 1972.
I'm not happy with my teeth. They're not straight enough.
Let me fix them for you.
No. You are not White, Greer, and Maggard.
I'm sort of like White, Greer, and Maggard. I'm local, love smiles, love to fix things.
No.
Sorta you isn't you. White, Greer, and Maggard, where a beautiful smile is just the beginning.
Hi, I'm Lee, and I'm happy with my smile. and I'm otherly, and I ain't happy with my smile. I went to White, Greer, and Maggard, and they fixed my smile for me. And I never smile, and that's why I'm having some alone time here at dinner. I love that I can go to White, Greer, and Maggard with all my questions. And I love that I don't have to brush my teeth at night. Don't be like this, me. Go to White, Greer, and Maggard for a picture-perfect smile.
Hi, this is Gary Ball for Crown Trophy of Lexington. Crown Trophy offers youth sports awards, corporate awards. They offer signs and a full line of promotional products. They're located at 2680 Wilhite Drive on the corner of Nicholasville, New Circle Road, just behind Starbucks. Stop by and pick up your copy of our 85-page catalog. Crown Trophy is nationally known, but locally owned with 150 stores nationwide. Crown Trophy, the official provider of plaques for the Scholastic Ball Report and PrepSpin.
All S, all P, all O, R, T, S. Pick it up at all sports. Pick it up at all sports.
In Fayette Mall on Facebook and Twitter, locally owned and operated since 1972.
I'm not loving my smile. I should have got braces when I was a kid. I want my teeth to be straight.
Dude, go to White, Greer, and Maggard. So, I see you took my advice. Better?
Oh, better.
You're not you when your teeth aren't straight. Get started at White, Greer, and Maggard today.
Welcome back to Joseph K. Ford Stadium. Earlier tonight, we caught up with the head coach of Boyle County, Chuck Smith, got his thoughts on tonight's game, and here's Coach Chuck Smith. It's a big rivalry, Coach Smith. I love doing this Boyle County Catholic game because it's two teams that are well coached, two teams that love playing each other. It's just always a good high school football game.
It generally is. It's usually a pretty good football game. I would expect the same tonight. There's going to be it'd be a four-quarter battle. And it'll be a lot of excitement. They got a great offensive team. They score a lot of points, and they're difficult to stop, and that'll be one of our challenges. And it should be a good football team.
Coach, when I look at your football team, you've made a lot of progression. Of course, you won 4 in a row now, but the schedule you've played, it kind of parallels what they did. You played Lafayette, good teams like that early. They played Covington Catholic, Johnson Central, St. X. They had St. X down 28-0, lost the football game. So you look at film of that or tapes of that, and what do you think of their team overall?
Well, as you said, I think they played a difficult schedule, and that's the reason why their record is like it is. If you remember last year, they lost a few games early too because they always play a difficult schedule. But when it comes time for the district and the region and that sort of thing, that's when they start playing their best. They do a good job. Mark does a great job. He gets his team ready to play, and it'll be the same tonight.
Coach Smith, what is it about your Boyle County Rebels right now that you really like? What improvement have you seen? I mean, you've seen so much football, coached so many state championship teams. What is it about your team that you like the most right now?
Well, this group is a young group. It's we're starting. We're going to play 2 or 3, 4 freshmen tonight, and so we're playing a lot of young guys. We lost 19 seniors off of last year's team too, so we have a lot. We started the season with a lot of new starters, and I think we went through a difficult schedule to begin the season with, but now we're starting to get more and more experience, starting to feel better about ourselves, more confident about ourselves. So I say we're playing better football for that reason.
Coach, district implications, obviously. The winner of this game typically gets that home field advantage. Is that something you'll talk to your Rebels about at all?
Oh, yeah, that's just a big thing. I've talked to them about the last 2 years. It hadn't done any good, though. But it is. It's especially in our region, it's a pretty big deal because you got to throw Louisville Central into this conversation, and Bardstown's got a really nice team this year. So, it does make a difference. It's not the end of the world, but it does make a difference.
Coach Smith, before we let you go, you got to tell us what are going to be the keys as you see it. Everybody asks you that, but what components of this game do you think will ultimately decide the winner of this football game?
Well, usually I think it comes down to one-on-one play. Who wins those one-on-one battles when the game is on the line, and they've won them the last few games last few times we played, and we've got to be able to get the character and the hunger and the desire to win those battles when the game is on the line. And always in big games, it's about turnovers, and you can't turn the football over. You can't do those kinds of things. You can't miss tackles, those kinds of things.
Coach Smith, thank you, sir.
Thank you, Gary.
Always good to see
Yeah.
Coach Smith. Does a great job. Boyle County, Lexington Catholic will come back on PrepSpin. We'll chat with Mark Perry, the head coach of Lexington Catholic. Thank you, Coach Smith.
Yep, thank you.
We'll be back on PrepSpin.
When you're not happy with your smile, you feel down. When you feel down, you stay in bed. When you stay in bed, you miss deadlines. When you miss deadlines, a lot of kids are upset. Don't upset a lot of kids. Love your smile. Call White, Greer, and Maggard today.
I wanted to get back on the basketball court.
I want to get back to the ref I used to be.
I want to get back to gardening.
I want to get back to playing with my band.
Only one team is qualified to get patients back to living their lives. Bluegrass Orthodontics has physician experts to assist in your recovery, whether it's an injury or chronic condition. Bluegrass Orthopedics provides convenient, specialized, and comprehensive care for your unique life.
We're back at Joseph K. Ford Stadium. Earlier tonight, you heard the interview with Chuck Smith, and we caught up also with Coach Mark Perry. We caught him right in his brand spanking new locker room here at Lexington Catholic. Here's Coach Mark Perry. Welcome back. Coach Mark Perry with us from Lexington Catholic. And, Coach, you don't have to say much. Boyle County and Lexington Catholic, both teams, they know what's at stake because usually the district winner comes out of this, and that means home field.
Well, it's a huge game. It's a great rivalry game, but, there's so much on the line with it, with district implications, obviously. You have a game in front of us next week with Garrett and then with Western Hills, but this game definitely puts you in the driver's seat, and it's been that way for years, and should be a great game tonight.
Coach, his team, as he talked to us, Coach Smith, a lot of young kids. They replaced 19 seniors, much like you had a lot of good senior leadership last year, taking you all the way to the state championship game. So, do you see a lot of parallels between your ball club and Boyle?
It is. It's funny, but there are. You see a lot of young guys sprinkled in. There's some old guys. Some seniors and juniors and whatnot mixed in, but you'll see more sophomore and freshmen on the field than you normally do in a Boyle County Lex Cath. And I think we both, with playing young guys, you get uncertainties and you get a little inconsistencies. And, we've both gotten that at times this year, but, I think we're both playing our best football going into the night thus far, and looking forward to how the night goes.
Freshman quarterback Bo Allen, 9 for 11, threw 3 touchdowns last week. That was a big-time win for you in district play. Obviously, you like his progression.
Oh, absolutely. Bo's got he's a tremendously talented kid, and he's gotten better each week. And to the point where we started him last week against Western Hills, I thought he came in and handled himself real well, and did everything we wanted him to do. So looking forward to seeing how Bo plays tonight.
And how about Mr. Jones catching those touchdowns out of the backfield? 3 of them.
Hey, I'm telling you, Damien, a hidden part of his skill set is being able to catch the football. You look at a running back, and some of the catches he's made this year has been outstanding.
Right. Well, I don't have to tell you, but defense wins championships, Coach.
Absolutely.
You lost a couple of really good defensive players. First ball game right out of the gate this year. How have you seen your defense improve or get better since that point?
Well, those were 2 key senior injuries for us right out the gate. And, those guys have had successful surgeries and all has been well there. And we've had to gain experience, every day from them. And, we've put some young guys in and we've had to have some growing pains along with that, as opposed to with those, bigger, stronger, experienced players. But I think we've gotten better each week and ready for tonight.
Boyle County, Chuck Smith, obviously they're well coached. Lexington Catholic, Coach Perry, well coached. So 2 well coached teams. What do you see as the keys tonight for your ball club to get the win over Boyle, which you've had some success doing the past couple of years?
Well, just make plays when it's your number to make a play. I think special teams will be key for tonight. Field position as always, and then the turnover margin. I think that's tremendously important in a tight game like this, and like you say, 2 well-coached teams. It's a great high school football game. It'll be a great atmosphere tonight. Looking forward to it.
Comes down to the last seconds. You got the football. You need a touchdown. Will it be the hook and lateral? Will you bring it out again?
Whatever it takes to win, we'll do it.
They'll be looking for it, Coach.
That's right.
Now that I talked about it on TV, they'll be looking for it.
Hey,
Thank
thanks,
you,
guys.
Thank you,
Appreciate
Coach
it.
Perry.
Thanks for having us.
That's
Thanks for
Mark
covering
Perry, the outstanding coach of Lexington Catholic. We'll come back with the starting lineups. We'll Coach Meehan and the King of Stream, William Moorfield, here on PrepSpin, the leading digital network in the state of Kentucky. secondary ball. Coach Mike Meehan, let's take a look at the starting lineups. Lexington Catholic won the toss, and they have deferred to the second half. So Boyle County will come out on offense. John Yeager is their 240-pound junior center. He's a good one. Hunter Floyd is at right guard. Jacob Padgett was there earlier in the year, but Floyd, the starter there now. It'll be Tucker Kilby, the 230-pound senior left guard. Left tackle Zane Young, 265-pound junior. And on the right side, Coach, Big Will Bramall. He's kind of the anchor at that right tackle, Coach. 6'5", 260, and the junior. Tight end, Cleet Hellier. He'll play a lot on defense as well. 6'2", 190-pound junior. Let's take a look at their skill people, their receivers and their quarterback. Reese Smith, Coach, we saw him in that Lafayette game, the freshman. He is outstanding. 6 touchdown catches for the freshman this year.
Right, and they're a young team, and some of these young people you're gonna watch tonight are really gonna make some big plays.
And it'll be Nick Walker, who battled at quarterback. He's now one of their top receivers, a junior. Evan Tarter will play wide out as well. The starting quarterback will be Sam Tiller. Tiller, 6'2", 180, and a junior, has thrown 12 touchdown passes this year, Coach. Also 6 picks, though, so 12 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. The running backs, and it's a good tandem. These two guys have combined for nearly 1,000 yards, 16 touchdowns. Talking about Tristan Ashburn, the senior, he's got 545 yards, 8 touchdowns. Tanner Crawford, the sophomore, Crawford has 74 carries, nearly 500 yards, and 8 touchdowns. That's pretty good when you got 2 running backs that have combined for nearly 1,000 yards already and 16 touchdowns.
And I love the fact that they have that sophomore running back in there, and he's going to be with them for 2 more years after this one.
Lexington Catholic, they'll tee it up here, and usually Francisco Rios kicks off for them, and it will be for the Knights defensively. They'll have Carson. Let's look at the defense. Matter of fact, let's just go and take a look right now on the 2 deep that Coach sent us. And at linebackers, it will be Sid Sharp. Boy, Sharp's really making a lot of tackles, Coach.
He's been in everything.
Jake Topley, this is the secondary. Jack Fagot, Austin Pedroshi, Henry Holthouse, and Carson Brownell. And looking at defensively, it'll be Eric Sotil, Will Roden, Zach Owsley, Kevin Brown, and Dylan Coulter. That is your starters, and set to kick off Lexington Catholic. Let's see who's dropping back deep for Boyle County.
Gary, Evan Tarter's back there, and Zach Hodge, just to help you a little bit. Both of these guys are really good return men.
Yeah, excellent pickup there, Coach. So Tarter is to the far side of us. Hodge is to the near, and we're set for the kickoff here by Lexington Catholic, who won the toss and deferred. And we've got a great one here tonight, and, Coach, a beautiful night.
Perfect.
Here's the kick. It drives Tarter back, and it goes in the end zone to be a touchback. Boyle will start. Coming out will be Sam Tiller, the 6'2 junior. Tiller and Walker had a battle in preseason, Coach, in the scrimmages and so forth. Tiller won that battle, but Walker is such a good defensive guy. He's got 5 picks on the defensive side and receiver with those great hands. They've moved him to wide out, and he's one of their top defensive backs.
Hey, why not? Why not? You have a contest to see who's going to start at quarterback. The other guy's a good athlete. Let's play him.
So Tiller will come out. Let's see. It usually is Ashburn. Trenton Ashburn usually starts in the backfield. As we said, they got a double backfield situation. Tarter goes to the slot to the right. Back in the shotgun this time is Tiller. Tiller wideouts both sides at the 20. Motion, and he gives it to the motion man, Hodge. He's to the 25 and knocked down there at about the 26-yard line.
Yeah, that was a really good job. Carson Brumma over there making the tackle. Brownell, he came in and cut his legs off from under him before he could get the edge.
So outstanding job there on the sweep pickup of about 6. And as we said, that was Landon Bartleson. Bartleson had the ball. So let's see, he's got triple receivers to the bottom. Gives to the left side up to the 30 and to the 35-yard line. And they're going with Bartleson. That's Bartleson again, Coach. They typically had been starting Ashburn or Crawford, but they're going with Bartleson, number 24, the ball carrier.
Yeah, this is going to be fun to watch. They ran a bunch formation and used it as a run blocking formation. Take a look at this now.
And now they've got Ashburn in there at the running back. Trips to the right now, motion to the near side. First down, they got the big first down. There's a flag before the play. Did they take too much time, Coach?
No, sir. Number 15, the guy in motion, went forward before the ball was snapped. So that's a motion penalty.
So that'll back them up 5 yards to the 26-yard line. Be 1st and 15 after they got the big first down. But Bartleson, a couple nice runs there early, Coach, and he wasn't even listed on our depth chart.
Just let's keep an eye on him. I bet you he's a little secret weapon for him. I like this exchange of personnel that they're using here in Boyle County.
Bartleson, a freshman. As we said, in there now is Tristan Ashburn to the right. Motion to the near side. They give to Ashburn left side. He's got a hole. He's up 35-40 and drives his way up to the 43-yard line. Picks up 7. We'll be 2nd and 3. And Coach Fagot helping out on the stop there. Jack Fagot for the Knights. But boy, Boyle County running the football very effectively. Bartleson, the freshman, with a couple of nice runs. And then they bring in their leading rusher, Gunnar Ashburn, the senior. He picks up good yardage.
And a really, really nice block out there by number 8, Gary. I don't have his name. If you can look at your charts when you get a chance.
Christian Reeves.
Here's
quarterback Tiller hit, but he breaks a tackle, throws. He's got a receiver incomplete. Threw it behind his receiver, Nick Walker. And there were some Catholic defenders in the area, but nobody was close enough to pick it off after it was deflected off the hands of Walker. Brings up 3rd down and 3. But a good job there by Tiller to elude the sack, Coach.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure forced him to get rid of that ball when he didn't want to. There was a receiver open early, but he couldn't get it to him. Again, they're in their spread look again. They have 3 different formations they've been using.
At the 43, give to Ashburn. Ashburn bouncing it outside. Ashburn leaps up, and he's close. He's got the 1st down. Needed to get to the 46, and he got to the 47. 1st down, Boyle. So they're moving the chains here to start this game with a couple of key 1st downs, and they have a 1st down now, and it will be 1st and 10. 10-10, Coach. Opening drive of the ball game by the Rebels here on the White Greer Maggard Game of the Week.
Yeah, Mr. Gunnar Ashburn, buddy. That's what they call him, Gunnar.
Yep.
Super job of bouncing that ball outside.
You know, if you got a nickname Gunnar, that you're probably pretty good.
Yep.
1st down. Tiller, quick pass out to Reeves. Reeves up to midfield, cuts it back 45, and dives down to the 40. He's got a 1st down. That's your guy you were talking about, Christian Reeves, the senior, and he takes it down to the 40-yard line.
They're using formation to get the leverage on the Knights, and it's working really well. Notice the personnel changes, Gary. Constant personnel changes, getting fresh bodies in, bodies that fit the offense that they're running.
That might have been Riley Selwick there, the receiver. Here's inside Ashburn, and he leaps down to the 37. Pickup of about 4. That was Gunnar Ashburn. Like we said, when you got a name like Gunnar, you know you're a pretty good athlete.
Right. That's a power play. They're pulling backside guard and tackle to lead. That hurt. That play, actually, that blocking scheme has hurt Lexington Catholic this year quite a bit.
Twin receivers out to the top, double tights. Now motion by Bartleson. He lines up deep to the left side now. Tiller out of that gun. 2nd down and 7. Here comes pressure backside, and Tiller is sacked all the way back at the 50-yard line. Coming in there to make the play, Coach, for the Knights. Coulter making the play, but I tell you what, I saw 19, Coach. That's who I saw.
Right.
I saw Jake Topley.
Topley put some pressure on him big time. And again, you're not going to drop back and take that much time to throw against the Knights defense. They're going to have to, if they're going to throw the ball, it's going to have to be quick plays, screens, and so on.
3rd and 19 now. Quick pass. There you go. There's a quick pass out to the far side, down to the 40. And let's see, Bartleson, I believe it is. Bartleson again. Poor Bartleson, as you said, Coach, has been the featured back now with a couple of early runs, and they've thrown it to him now, and he picked up about 10 on that, but it's still going to be 4th and 10 for the Rebels at the 40 of Lex Cath, opening drive of the game. No score, Gary Ball. Mike, me and William Warfield producing here on PrepSpin, the White Greer Maggard Game of the Week. Boyle County and Catholic. Always a good one, Coach.
Always a good one, and these teams will not only battle each other, but the coaches will play a chess game throughout the game.
Bartleson goes out with Smith to the bottom. They haven't thrown to Reese Smith, the sensational friend. They fake. They look at him now down the middle. Smith's down there, and does he dive for it? He had it. What a great effort, and dropped it as he went down, but what a great effort by the freshman Smith. He nearly came up with that diving catch.
Odell Beckham Jr. looked there trying to reach up and catch that football, trying to make Sports Center top 10. But again, the ball was thrown pretty darn well. He just got his hand up there and couldn't quite grab it. That was a good stop by Lexington Catholic on 4th down.
Here's the offense. Jacob Ballard, Mark Rumpke, John Henry Lynch, Thomas Gerritstein, and Woodford Langford will check the receivers for you. At quarterback is Bo Allen, the big freshman. He is a good one. 9 for 11 last week against Western Hills. Coach, 3 touchdown passes, no picks.
And I'm really curious of watching him. I haven't seen him play, so we're going to keep a close eye on him.
Good size young man, 6'1", 175, a freshman. He's only 14 years old. Jones shifts to the left side. Hand off to Jones. He's to the 45, and Jones still running. 48 keeps those legs going, and being pushed by the offensive line, and they still push him. It looks like he's close to the midfield stripe and close to a first down. And coach, the offensive line and receivers came up, helped him out. You got receivers are Jack Fagot, Damian Jones, of course, the running back. You also got Bo Bennington, Ben Buckenandy. Buckenandy's kind of been your guy all year, Coach.
Absolutely, making the big catch, the hard catches.
And also you've got Bo Bennington. He splits out to the bottom with Fagot, twins out to the top. Well, what an effort. Second down in inches. But, Coach, what an effort by Jones, kind of sending a message that, hey, we come to play tonight.
And they come to run the football. That's really big for Lexington Catholic.
Bo Allen with shifting now, gets back inside to Damian, dancing. Damian's got the first down, and he's got more down to the 44. See, coming up to get him for the defense was big number 27, Zach High. Just take a look at the Rebs up front. Hunter Floyd, Aaron Hatter, Mitchell Paycheck, who makes a lot of tackles, number 2 tackler, Wade Acey. It's a Gunnar Ashburn, and outside Gervasio makes a lot of plays. Kagan Jackson, Zach Hodge will check the secondary for you after this first down at the 44. Bo Allen now looks at the sideline to possibly check the play. Now he looks at his wristband. What are we looking at on that wristband, Coach?
It's the play. I mean, it's a number and a color.
Here's Jones, handoff. Jones, and hit and knocked backwards on a good play there by who else? Gunnar Ashburn. He not only runs the ball. That's why they don't run him all the time. He's such a good linebacker, made the play there. Evan Tarter with his 5 interceptions back at corner. Nick Walker, as we said, 6'2 juniors at strong safety, and they've got Reese Smith with 3 picks back there at corner. So that's your offense and your defense for both ball clubs. Second down and 9, and here is a give again to Jones, bouncing it left side. Damian to the 40, keeps going, and Damian down to the 38. But it'll be third down and about 5 for the Knights at the 39. They mark it up, Boyle County.
Now, I don't know a lot. Excuse me, Gary. I don't know a lot about Bo Allen because we haven't seen him. But they're playing for the. They're playing for the pass. The defense is a 3-4 look. They're bringing the edge players down hard. So if he could run the ball outside, it'd be there.
Bo Allen fires it to the near side. Caught. Ball comes out of the late. Let's see what they're going to rule. They're going to rule incomplete. Pass was caught there by Nathan Schnurr. But as Schnurr was being wrestled to the sideline, the ball came flying out of there. The official right on top of it called it incomplete.
No, he didn't have possession for sure. But like I said, they're in a 3-4 defense. They're playing the pass, but they're bringing the outside people in hard to make the tackle on Damian Jones. So if there is a keeper, a zone read, or whatever, it could work.
Sid Sharp said to punt near midfield with Reese Smith back deep. He punts it way over the head of Reese Smith, and it goes into the end zone to be touched back out to the 20 for Boyle County. That's where they'll go to work with their second offensive series. Coach, we played half of the first quarter. Both teams have had the ball. Your early thoughts?
Well, my thoughts are they're playing again. Like I said, the coaches are playing a chess game. Boyle County's doing a super job of personnel. They're adjusting personnel according to what they're doing. I don't agree with the fourth down long deep pass on 4th and 15 or 12 or something. Mm-hmm. I don't agree with that. You got to punt the ball and make Lexington Catholic work for what they have. Lexington Catholic is kind of get the running game going. We'll see.
Coach, we had a nice crowd in here. This is probably the best crowd we've seen at Lex Cath this year.
Great night.
Real nice crowd. First down at the 20 for Tiller and company for Boyle. And he hands off, and he gives it now to the running back. We'll find out who that is in a moment. They use a bunch of them, and that's going to be big 44, Tanner Crawford. When I say big, Coach, listen to this, for a sophomore, 6'1", 185.
Right, and he was hit in the backfield. It should have been a loss, and the tackle was missed by number 38.
That's
Eric Satil.
Yeah, Satil.
Kind of slid off him. You're not going to hit that big man like that and slide off the tackle. You better wrap him up.
Pickup of 17 for the big running back Crawford. As we said, he and Ashburn have combined for 1,000 yards and 16 touchdowns. Give now to Crawford. Crawford 40, 45, and Crawford up about a yard short of the first down, but wrapped up there by the Lexcath defense. And in particular, Coach, I saw Holthouse, who's made a couple of nice plays here in the early going for the Catholic defense.
Right, but again, they shouldn't have gotten that much yardage against it. They had 8 people in the box, and Boyle, they're not adjusting it. They're running against that 8-man box.
2nd and 2, or a long 1.5, if you will. Here's Crawford. Crawford's got the first down. He's hit hard at the line at the first down marker, but I believe he's got it. might measure for another. Whitecap saying first down for Boyle. 4 minutes and 59 to go in the scoreless first quarter, Coach.
Lexington Catholic brought in some big boys to put on the defensive line at the defensive tackle formation here, just to see, trying to stop that run.
Boyle County got the first down. A lot of shifting going on for the Rebels.
That's that bunch.
Tiller gives it now to Bartleson. Bartleson to the midfield stripe, and Bartleson, the freshman, down to the 46. I tell you what, Coach, with Reese Smith, the 6-foot freshman, and this Bartleson kid, who is 6'1", 180, and a freshman, that's two of the best freshmen I think I've seen in the state this year.
So far, so good for them. I like that little bunch. When they shift into that bunch formation, it really gives them an unbalanced line. When you're watching this game, count the number of people to that side of the center when they shift.
Second down and a long 4.
All right, now count the people.
Yeah, shifting to the right side. You got 4 of them over there. Give to Crawford, and Crawford dives up. And Crawford is tackled there by Lexington Catholic's Kevin Brown making the play for the Knights defense.
Boyle is playing the numbers offense right now. They're taking a look at the defense. They're trying to shift and move people so they have a numbers advantage.
Wide out to the bottom for Tiller. He looks over toward the sideline now. He shifts the running back to sophomore Tanner Crawford to the left. Gives to Crawford. Crawford breaks the tackle in the backfield close to the first down marker, which is the 42-yard line. And, Coach, I believe he may have it. So Boyle County continues to move those chains, Coach Meehan.
Yeah, very patient, counting the numbers, trying to get advantages and get angles. Again, blocking is all about angles.
Yes.
For high school especially. Get the angles, get the numbers, run the football. I'd be surprised if the quarterback doesn't keep the ball periodically when he runs those off-tackle powers.
Caden Gervasio has come in as a wideout. They give back inside to the 40.
Yep.
And short gain there for, I believe that was Crawford again. Yes, it was. Tanner Crawford.
Yeah, that was a big pile up in the middle by the two defensive guards for Lexington Catholic.
Walker Gervasio to the bottom, and Reese Smith is out to the top. Slot man, and here's a Tiller. Quick pass out on the left to the 40, down to the 38. Here's a flag down. It might be a hold on the reception there by Colwick, Riley Colwick, making the catch, number 9. And Colwick, he's also a freshman.
Yeah, that's that little flare pass. It's almost like a pitch out in the old days, like a Green Bay Packer sweep, where they throw the ball on the flare. The problem with that is if it takes a little while, or if the runner cuts back, you have a tendency to get a grip on those people blocking outside.
Yeah, it was a hold against Boyle. That moved it back to the 48. So just like their last drive when they had that big sack, Coach, they more marched back, had a 3rd and 19. Now they're facing 2nd and 20. Triple receivers to the bottom for Tiller. Tiller straight back, looking over the far side, airing it out for Reese Smith, and he overshoots him down at the 25-yard line. And on coverage was Carson Brownell there for the Knights defense. That was an island out there with Brownell and Reese Smith, who's got the speed, but quarterback Tiller just threw it to his outside, kind of spun the receiver around a little bit.
Other big game, Somerset hosting Lexington Christian Academy, and Somerset's up 7-0 pretty early in the game. So that's going to be a big one to follow.
I think we got that big one next Friday over Danville, don't we?
Yes, we do.
So 3rd and 20 here for Tiller. He's got trips out to the top. Tiller looks that way, fires it over there, and it is incomplete. Trying to go to Walker. Incomplete, and that brings up 4th down, and I think Boyle will punt it here. So Boyle, 2 series, they've moved the ball, moved the chains, but as they say, the old cliche, Catholic's defense has bent, but it hasn't broken.
Right, and the striped shirts helped them there on the holding penalty, knocked them back 10 yards, and that definitely will put a stop to a good drive.
Here comes the punt here now by Gervasio. You got Schnurr back there for the Knights, along with Sotil.
Had a sideline warning against Lexington Catholic.
We've seen a lot of those this year, haven't we, Coach?
No, what?
.237.
7-7 now.
7-7 LCA. We'll also update you on that Madison Central Lafayette game going on over at Ishmael Stadium, just down the road here. literally.
I don't know what that penalty was for, but it was against
Race Hill's punt. It's
Boyle.
a good one. Satil fumbles it, and let's see who's got it at the 26. No indication for Boyle, so I think Catholic must have been able to jump back on it. Yeah, Catholic was able to jump back on it. Satil was able to get his own fumble.
Thank goodness, that would have been a huge problem right there.
What did both coaches tell us in the pregame with Coach Smith and Coach Perry? They said we've got to cut down on turnovers. Can't turn the ball over to quality teams like Boyle or Catholic.
It's been clean so far today. Now, Lexington Catholic, look how they spread. They're a huge difference than Boyle. Their offensive linemen have really a good 2-yard split between them.
Triple receivers to the top for Bo Allen at the 26. Gives to Jones up the middle. Jones up near the 30, maybe the 31-yard line. Damian Jones running very hard. We have a stat monitor here, but somehow it's gone down on us again. But I know Jones has got to have at least 40 yards already.
Yeah. Then this, there you go.
So we'll check Jones's rushing after this play here. 2:05 in the first, no score. Bo Bennington and Schnurr are to the bottom for the Knights as you look from that great camera shot from William Moorfield. Bo Allen gives now to Jones, trying to get it outside. Here comes the pressure, breaks a tackle as it looked like for a moment Hellier had him back at the 30, but he broke the tackle of Clinton Hellier for the Rebels defense. Hellier looked like he had him back there, but somehow Jones was able to elude that tackle, and it's third down and about a yard now for Catholic.
Yeah, Jones has about 25 yards on 5 carries.
Have they refreshed it? So third down, late here in the first, no score. Jones to the left of Bo Allen. Allen's going to keep it himself. Allen, and he is going to be up close to the 35, but you know what? He's going to be about a yard shy of that first down. He needed to get a couple, and he got one. Bo Allen, the freshman quarterback.
What's a lot of pressure on a freshman to be in here against this Boyle County defense.
He is a star in the making, Coach. You know all these great quarterbacks Catholics had over the years, Justin Burks of the world and guys like that went on to play D1 and you know, just name them. There's been this Bo Allen. He's going to be another long line of those great Lex-Camp quarterbacks. Only a freshman. Coach, he's 14 years old.
And he has probably one of the top quarterback coaches in the state of high school football,
yes.
Mark Perry.
So here's the punt from Sharp. Reese Smith back deep, the freshman. Sharp. Good high punt. Reese Smith comes up and calls a fair catch at the 33-yard line. Good job by Smith. He's just a freshman. Probably some of the best pair of hands, though, in the state of Kentucky. So Boyle now will start their third offensive series. They picked up some first downs, Coach, as you can see from the stat monitor there.
Yeah, they're running the ball extremely well, but then they get into trouble either when they try to throw or penalties have stopped them. Lexington Catholic is in a 3-4 look. They're trying to keep people on the edge to stop the runs on the off tackle.
Great halftime show coming up with Mike Meehan, our UFOs, and Sally Stevens, the outstanding principal here at Catholic, will join Mike Meehan at halftime. Ashburn a handoff, and he's knocked backwards there.
Yeah,
so
that's good defense.
Yeah, great defense turned in by Brown. Kevin Brown turning in another nice play. Loss of a couple.
I like him, Gary. He really plays that really hard over there.
I'm not sure. We're down to 12 seconds and down to 10 now. If Boyle will even get off this play
No,
here.
I don't think so.
I think they'll just let it run out and head to the second quarter with still goose eggs up there on the board. That's what's going to happen. So Boyle will head to the sideline. That's the end of the first quarter. No score here. Boyle County and Catholic heading to the second quarter scoreless here on the White Greer Maggard High School Football Game of the Week. It's a good one here tonight at Lexington Catholic.
When you're not happy with your smile, you feel down. When you feel down, you stay in bed. When you stay in bed, you miss deadlines. When you miss deadlines, a lot of kids are upset. Don't upset a lot of kids. Love your smile. Call White, Greer, and Maggard today.
I wanted to get back on the basketball court.
I want to get back to the ref I used to be.
I want to get back to gardening.
I want to get back to playing with my band.
Only one team is qualified to get patients back to living their lives. Bluegrass Orthopedics has physician experts to assist in your recovery, whether it's an injury or chronic condition. Bluegrass Orthopedics provides convenient, specialized, and comprehensive care for your unique life.
Tiller gives it now to Ashburn, and he dives up to about the 24-yard line. Pick up about 4. So pick up of 4.
Really good pursuit. Excellent pursuit to make the tackle out there. Will Roden came in from the backside defensive end position to come in to make the tackle across the field.
We're in the second quarter, and Boyle County has it, 3rd down and 9. And Tiller rolling to the left. Tiller sets, throws, and nearly intercepted in and out of the hands of the Catholic defender. Nearly picked off there. Good job by the Catholic defense coach, and I believe that was 19 who we've called a couple times tonight, wasn't it? Making that play there for the
yes, yeah, Jake Topley.
Remember, Topley's a young man picked off that 90-yard pick against St. X early in the year and took it back down the near sideline. Remember that?
Yes, and I'm watching their secondary. The Knights secondary's really improved from the very first time we saw them.
So Till and Schnurr staying back inside the 35, waiting the Gervasio punt. Low snap Gervasio, and he gets it off and gets off a really good punt. Schnurr at the 30. Oh, he is hit and crunched at the 28-yard line.
Yeah.
Catch that missile.
That's good football right there. Schnurr didn't want a fair catch it. I'm sure a coach is saying, Schnurr, fair catch the football.
Evan Tarter, number 20, lowered the boom.
Gary, I'll tell you what. You and I don't think we can handle a tackle like that, buddy. That was
wow, jaw-jarring.
It was.
That got me fired up here in the box. That was a big-time hit by Tarter. Man.
It was an excellent job of coverage.
28-yard line. Let's see what Bo Allen would trips out to the top. Damian Jones does right, gets back inside to Damian, up to the 30. Damian to the 35 and 36-yard line. Nice run by Damian Jones, finally up into there. Let's see who got in there for Boyle. Looks like Clint Hellier, number 17, helped out on the play.
Yeah, he piled it up. Catholic is running their trip spread offense now, and that's a good place to run the football.
Snap to Bo Allen. Allen looking, firing down the left side. Hodges, and off his fingertips down at about the 30. Bo Allen aired it out down the left side. Hodges, the intended receiver. Hodges, Sam, a senior, and it just went off his fingertips, Coach.
Right.
He did get his fingertips on it, but what would you do different if you were coaching?
He needs to be patient. Bo Allen needs to be patient, not keep looking for the deep ball like that. There's short balls there.
Damian Jones, and what a great tackle at the 28-yard line. Turned in by Walker, Nick Walker. Man, oh man, Jones looked like he had a little crease over there, but Walker upended him in the backfield, and that's actually going to be a loss and bring up 4th down and 5. And once again, Coach, the Knights offense will be punting the ball away to Boyle County.
Yeah, and they're getting those 3rd and shorts, Gary. They're just not making the first
down.
down.
Not complete. That's a second consecutive 3rd and short they weren't able to capitalize. So here's a Sid Sharp, who has been an outstanding punter. Gets this one off. High punt. Reese Smith, fair catch at the 35. So that's where Boyle will have it. Coach, we got 10:07 to go in the first half, no score.
Good punter game so far. That's what I'm seeing. Good defense. It almost looks like each defensive coordinator knows what the offense is going to run, Gary. They're there every time that they run the play. They're there with their defense.
Tiller, 2 of 7. Bo Allen, Coach, 0 for 2 so far, the freshman.
Right. Needs to look at those short receivers. Lexington Catholic, I would give him a couple screen passes. That's what I would do.
I thought he did complete a pass in the first quarter. It's not, the stat monitor doesn't reflect that, but I'm pretty sure he completed a pass, Coach. I think it was their opening series. They've been running a lot of Jones, and here's the give right side now to the second back, Crawford. Crawford, the backup to Ashburn, but I tell you what, when you got Ashburn and Crawford, you got 1,000 yards and you got 16 touchdowns on the year between those two guys.
Really?
They complement each other. 2nd down and 3 as Crawford picked up 7 on that to the 42-yard line. 10 minutes to go, first half. here at Lexington Catholic. No score. Gary Ball, Mike Me, and William Warfield producing here on PrepSpin. Handoff Crawford, and Crawford hit and knocked down. Pedrosi got to him first, Coach.
Okay, that's what I was looking for, Gary. You and I have talked about Pedrosi a lot. That guy is so quick. When he sees the gap of the offensive lineman, he will sneak through there like a streak to make tackles. We've seen a lot of those this year.
We have. Not only Pedrosi was there, but, Fagot was there to help out his teammate.
That's it.
But it was Pedrosi who got to him first. 9:35 in the scoreless first half between Boyle County and Lexington Catholic. Both teams ranked very high in the state. Any poll you look at, Coach, I believe Bluegrass Preps had them 4 and 5 in the state. 3rd down and 7. Motion to the far side. Tiller. Back to pass. Tiller looking left. Here comes pressure. Throws it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 42-yard line by Lexington Catholic. And coming up was that, Coach, was Satil, I believe, isn't it? Wasn't that Satil?
I think it was. It was 43, wasn't it?
No, it was 38.
Yeah,
Satil.
38. Satil.
Satil with the pick.
They lined up defensively. Catholic lined up in a cover 2 with 2 wide safeties. But when they shifted, they moved up and rotated up and put a monster up there. And the quarterback didn't spot the interceptor.
Hand off to Jones. Dancing. Jones and hit and wrapped up at the. Well, here comes a flag. Somebody might have got a face mask. He had the big fella, number 75, Mitchell Paycheck, who makes a lot of tackles. He's got 63 tackles coming into this game. He's 225 pounds. But somebody got a piece of the face mask, I believe, Coach, and that's going to cost Boyle County.
Yeah, I think he actually got one of the helmet openings. They call it a face mask, but again,
just a
it
5
doesn't
yard.
matter.
Yeah, not flagrant, just a 5-yard penalty. But they'll get the down back, correct, Coach?
Yes, they'll get the down back. It shouldn't be first down again. 1st
and 7 now at the 40. Catholic got the first turnover, Coach. They get an interception by Eric Satil.
That's a big play. We'll see if they can capitalize.
Bo Allen, freshman quarterback, second start. Looking. He's got a receiver. He airs it out to him, and it is knocked away down near inside the 5-yard line.
This is really good coverage. In the last couple years, Catholic has hit those deep passes against Boyle. They've run by the Rebels to make those catches. It seems like this year they're covered. Yeah. It looks like they know it's coming. They might want to, if they're going to throw deep, they probably will have to throw on the sideline. But also, they spread them out like this, the running game should be there.
Buccanetti out to the bottom. You have to, watch him too. They go to Buccanetti. He's to the 35. Buccanetti the 30 and knocked out of bounds. He's got the first down to the 30-yard line. I said you got to look for Buccanetti. Split out to the bottom, Coach, and immediately Bo Allen almost heard me call the play up here and fired it to him over there.
Again, go back to the short pass. Screen early, screen often. Coach Perry knows that philosophy. He knows that'll help his running game if he can keep those defenders coming up on those outside receivers. There's nobody deep. Take a look at the defense. They have one safety. He's crowded over toward the Boyle County sideline.
Pickup of 10 there for Buccanetti. Jones dancing into the line, takes off. He's to the 20. Nearly broke that one. On a saving tackle by Boyle County's secondary, Zach Hodge came over, number 4 tackler on the team, to save a touchdown, Coach.
Yeah, those are good plays. Now, this is one of those things where they have to hold on to the football and keep grinding it.
Jones shifts to the right. Jones comes back to the left, and very little yardage there, maybe a yard or two to the 18, maybe 19. I'm not sure where they mark it, but 8:25 to go, still no score. But the first turnover, interception by Catholic, and they're on the march here. So, Coach, you would think they would at least possibly be able to get a field goal out of this, if nothing else.
Yeah, I think they're not going to be satisfied with that, though. I think they really want to move this football. Again, a lot of that pressure is on Mr. Bo Allen, a freshman, that control this offense.
Twins out to the top. Jones in the backfield with Allen. Spins, gives to Damian. He dances to the 20, 15, 10. He's going down the far sideline. Does he get in? Official right there. Nope, they do not give him the touchdown. They say went out the 1 yard line. So Jones did not get in.
Yeah,
well, he went for that pylon, but he must have stepped out of bounds.
There's
a
flag,
penalty
buddy.
marker down. So hold the phone, as they say.
Holding.
Here's a replay. Look at it. Look at him going down the far sideline. Knocked out just short there of the pylon, but the penalty marker would take it back anyway. So the very, very good play there. Jones kind of hesitated, and then all of a sudden he just turned it on, didn't he?
He has that really quick move. He's like a little mosquito, one of those water bugs, the way he plants that foot and just accelerates. But that hurt them.
As long as he's not carrying that Zika. 8-17, and Jones. And breaks, no, he's pulled down. Great tackle there by Boyle. Their defense has really improved, Boyle County, just like Catholic. That was a way to AC, the big 220-pound senior defensive end, making that play.
Yeah, he's stalwart. He just sits up in there real tight. He doesn't let the running back get outside him. They lock him up. Good defense.
Well, Chuck Smith is a pretty good defensive coach, as you know. Here's Bo Allen back to pass. Allen bucking it. He's down in the end zone. Don't know if he sees him. He fires it deep down in the end zone, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Boyle, and I believe that was Reese Smith who got it, the freshman, yeah.
Well, I saw two things there. No pressure by Boyle County. They feel like they figured it was going to be a pass with that long yardage. They backed everybody off. But the biggest thing is watching the quarterback, watching Bo Allen, tremendous arm. He just flicked that ball and he got it down there about 35 yards. The problem is, should have been running the football. Don't take those chances. He had the corner, he had the edge, he could get 10 yards, take it.
Reese Smith became the great receiver that he is on that play, didn't he?
Great hands, super hands.
Like I said, some of the best hands I've seen on a freshman. And Reese Smith came up with the pick. 7:41, Boyle takes over. Tiller looking left, fires it deep down the left side, and diving effort, incomplete up to the 33. Tried to go to Reese Smith again, the freshman. Dove for it. He's right in front of Chuck Smith over there. Reese, a 6-foot freshman, and he laid out for that right in front of Coach Chuck Smith over there.
Well, that was actually a really good throw.
Yeah, it was.
It was just off his fingertips, but it was a really good throw.
Coach, no score, 7:35 to go before halftime. Boyle County and Catholic. And Catholic might have barked them all sides with his cadence. I think he did. Fago might have jumped off.
Right. Well, that'll help. That'll get you a little bit of breathing room back there.
Yeah, I'll take it up to the 14-yard line. You'll have 2nd and 5 instead of 2nd and 10. 7:35 here, and Sam Tiller, the junior quarterback for Boyle County. Tiller out of that shotgun again. A lot of movement. Hellier coming in motion, and there's a flag down before he gives the handoff to his primary running back, Gunnar Ashburn, and they call, I think, a motion penalty. I think Hellier, the motion man, might have cut it upfield before the ball was snapped.
Right, they're just trying to get a little bit of advantage because when they shift over, that gives them a numbers advantage, and they're trying to get a little bit more advantage by getting off the ball quickly.
I want to thank Mingy Beef Jerky. We'll be giving out the Mingy Beef Jerky to the winning coach here tonight. Mingy Beef Jerky.
They all want it, too.
Also,
those coaches, they know that.
They know it. They're
coming.
ready for it. They want the good stuff. Mingy Beef Jerky. You got to try this stuff. And also, thanks to Bob Roberts Insurance over in Richmond. Bob Roberts Insurance, they insured 3/4 of the state of Kentucky. Bob Roberts Insurance. 7:35 before half, 2nd down and 10. To get those 5 yards back, does Catholic. Here's the handoff to Ashburn, and he is upended at the 3-yard line. Good pursuit there by Catholic on the handoff to Ashburn. Man, there was half the defense was over there.
Yeah, you can't underestimate the speed Catholic has when they go to the football. They're very, very good at pursuing down the line and making pretty sure tackles. Boy, this is a situation now, 3rd and about 11, would you say? This is tough. This is tough for Boyle. They've got to get out of there.
Ashburn still in there to the right of him. Trip receivers to the top. They give to Ashburn up the gut, and he has maybe 3 yards, so brings up 4th down. So Boyle will be punting. Their punter's going to be precariously deep in that end zone, Coach.
Yes, and it's very, very tricky and very difficult to do that. I was a punter before, and when you have your heels close to that back line, all you're hoping for is a good snap.
Yep.
And coaches teach you, get the ball in your hands, punt it as fast as you can, because if there has pressure on you, you cannot hesitate at all.
Schnurr and Sotil back for the Knights to receive back at their 40. Gervasio punting deep in the end zone. You know Catholic will be coming after this. They block it. They could get a touchdown. Good snap, Gervasio. And the punt, he shanked a little bit off the right side. It's going to bounce Catholic players around 32-yard line, and that's where the Knights will have the ball at the 32. So you had back-to-back interceptions. Teal picked one off for Catholic. They moved it down, and then Smith, the freshman, picked it off in the end zone, brought it out to Boyle about the 4, but they were stymied there. Well, this has been a defensive battle royale here, Coach, at Joseph Ford Stadium.
It is. You wouldn't expect that. 0-0 with 6 minutes to go.
Not with these offenses.
In the half, really. Both explosive offenses.
Trips out to the top for Bo Allen. Shifting. Allen gives now to Jones. He's up to gut. Jones turns on the burners, and Jones still on his feet. He keeps his balance. He's going to take it in. Touchdown. 32-yard run by Damian Jones, and Catholic takes the early lead 6-0.
Yeah, that was an excellent run. Super run. He keeps his body low. You can't bring him down by trying to bounce him or hit him. He bounces off all the tackles and keeps going. Great runner. 9
rushing TDs. He also has 3 receiving TDs, Damian Jones.
Yeah, he catches the screen and the flare out of the backfield better than just about anybody.
Here comes the extra point here now, and that's going to be for Catholic, and that's not Rios. And, Coach, who is that 97? Who you got as
97 is Connor Fry.
Yeah, Fry. That's who it is. Thank you, Coach. Connor Fry. Yeah, Fry with the extra point and nearly blocked. He gets plenty of leg, but he just gets it in. 7-0 on a 32-yard run by Damian Jones. Lex Cass strikes first. Knights leading a good Boyle County team. Both teams ranking the top 5 in the state in every poll. 7-0. Catholic takes the early lead here on the White Greer Maggard High School Football Game of the Week, thanks to Mingy Beef Jerky.
All S, all P, all O, R T, S. Pick it up at all sports. Pick it up at all sports.
In Fayette Mall and allsportslex.com, locally owned and operated since 1972.
I'm not happy with my teeth. They're not straight enough.
Let me fix them for you.
No. You are not White Greer and Maggard.
I'm sort of like White Greer and Maggard. I'm local, love smiles, love to fix things.
No.
Sorta you isn't you. White Greer and Maggard, where a beautiful smile is just the beginning.
Here's Rio's kick, and Tartar's back, and Tartar takes it at the 9, 10, 15. Tartar out to the 20. He is at the 25 and wrestled out of bounds over there at the 25-yard line by the Knights defense. And in particular, that was Holthouse. I tell you, Holthouse, how many times we called his name, Coach, here in this first half? Let's look at some numbers here, Coach, for this game. Allen is 2 for 5. He did complete one. They missed that. He's 2 for 5. Tiller is, what is that, Coach? I have trouble. Well, I've got my contacts in. Tiller's what, passing?
Tiller is 2. Tiller is.
Those numbers are tiny.
Yeah, they really are. I can't.
2 for 7?
2 for 7 or 22 yards.
So Tiller, he's the lone man in the backfield now. Gets motion. Gives to the motion man.
Bam!
And hit it to 25 and drop is going to be Tartar.
Really good coverage. I'll tell you what, Lexington Catholic, when they see the football, they just come flying up to the ball. That time, Eric Satil came flying up out of there. Hey, Coach, Gary, real quick, a shout out to my organization, my men's group at church, the BVSC group. Mm-hmm. I know Dwayne and Chris are listening, maybe some other people, but welcome to PrepSpin. Listen to a good football game here.
Yeah, 7-0. Here's Tiller rolling to the left for Boyle, sets, throws, and he's sacked there. Boy, he had the motion going and everything. Coach, how did he not get that pass off?
I don't know. He ate the ball right at the end, and he's probably lucky he did. Everybody was covered. They had one receiver deep down the middle, but he could have never gotten him the ball. They didn't have enough time.
If you're just tuning in, it's been a defensive battle. Catholic just scored on a Damian Jones 32-yard touchdown rush, his 9th TD of the season. Boyle has it 3rd and 17. Tiller, screen over the middle to Smith. Reese has got it up to the, dropped immediately up at the 20-yard line. And my goodness, Coach, was that Pedroshi again?
That was Pedroshi. I'll tell you what, what they do, Austin has a tendency to just sit and look at those screens. He knows they're coming. He's took a step forward and then just looked outside, and when the ball was caught, they had a little bubble screen going. When he came back in, no, nothing there.
Gervasio set to punt again, this time not from his end zone, though. He was deep in his end zone last time. He's back inside the 10. Schnurr and Sotil back to receive it. 4:08 to go first half. Good snap. Gervasio's punt is better this time, and it's going to be Sotil at the 45. Sotil, and he takes it down to the 41-yard line, and that's where the Knights will have it as they come out with their freshman quarterback, Bo Allen, making his second start. The freshman, 6'1", 175, and Rick Panel's probably watching tonight with his daughter, Maddie Boone. Her and Bo Allen are like best friends, Coach. Rick Panel, of course, helps me out on the Scholastic Ball Report, which, by the way, Sunday, how about this lineup? Lafayette and Coach Shaw are our team of the week. Woodford County's Dennis Johnson bringing 2 great scholars and a feature on the quarterbacks at Lexington Christian. How about that Sunday at 12:30? Here's Jones. He gets out of it. Jones still on his feet. He won't go down. Jones down inside the 20 to the 28-yard line. My goodness, he should have been tackled back at the 40, Coach.
He's amazing how he can break tackles. Just amazing. The safety had to come up and make the tackle, and that was the only sure tackle that was there. If the safety wouldn't have got him, he was gone all the way.
Triple receivers to the bottom, and Bo Allen shifts Jones to the left now, and first down at the 28. Allen back to pass. He's got Fago. He airs it out down the right side. Fago, and does he grab it, or is he out of bounds? Official right there saying he was out of bounds when he caught the ball, so that will be incomplete. Bo Allen just needs to lead that over his left shoulder a little bit more out in front of him, doesn't he, Coach?
He does, and again, it's a tough situation because it's amazing how improved Boyle County's defense is, Gary. They just super coverage down the field. They're running stride for stride with the receivers.
Hand off to Jones, dancing into the line, picking his spots. 26 and wrapped up there. I believe that was Hodge again, Coach. Zach Hodge.
And Floyd, yes.
Yeah, Floyd as well.
Yeah, they're trying to stop that run. That's what's gashed them so far.
So 3rd down and 8 for Bo Allen. Fakes now. Allen back to pass. He's got a receiver. Airs it down the right side and diving for it, and in the corner, incomplete. But what an arm on this young man. You're right, intended receiver was Bennington. What an arm on Allen, but my goodness.
Yeah, again, they're trying to beat him down the field, and the only good thing about that, throwing those incompletions, is it's going to wear these defensive backs out for Jones. When he breaks through the line of scrimmage, they won't be able to catch him. That's the only thing I can think of because they're covered. Yeah. They are covered deep.
And it is 4th down. The scoreboard, as you can see, has 3rd down. We'll get a timeout on the field. 2:59 to go, first half. Lexington Catholic Knights 7, Boyle County Rebels nothing here, and a good one here on the White Greer Maggard Game of the Week. And thanks, of course, to Central Bank as well. We'll be back with the White Greer Maggard Game of the Week.
I am Lee, and I'm happy with my smile.
And I'm other Lee, and I ain't happy with my smile.
I went to White Greer and Maggard, and they fixed my smile for me.
And I never smile, and that's why I'm having some alone time here at dinner.
I love that I can go to White Greer and Maggard with all my questions.
And I love that I don't have to brush my teeth at night.
Don't be like this, me. Go to White Greer and Maggard.
Welcome back here, 2:59, and it's 4th down and 8 for the Knights and Bo Allen, the 14-year-old freshman. Second start tonight for the Mark Perry offense. Jones shifts to the right. He's got the 32-yard
middle
rush.
Screen.
Here's Allen. He's getting pressure, and he's going to be sacked back at the 38-yard line. That's what you did not want there if you are a Catholic fan. And, Coach, that was big Wade Acey, who you really like, 220-pound senior defensive end Acey.
Yeah, he played that extremely well. Just sat back there and made sure that there wasn't any screen pass came in to make the tackle. I will tell you this, Mr.
Allen.
Mr. Bo Allen needs to look at that, his check down.
Well, he needs that mental clock, too, to know that there's so much time you have back there.
Gary, he needs to look at the check down. He's got Damian Jones releasing to the line of scrimmage, turning around and facing him about 5 yards down the field.
Wide
Get
open.
the man the ball. He will run the ball.
So first down for Tiller, rolling to the right. Tiller sets, throws, and it is going to be intercepted by Fagot.
He's amazing.
Fagot.
Gary.
At the 41, so second turnover tonight, second interception by Tiller. Picked off, first one was by Satil, this one by Jack Fagot. And Catholic will have it at the 41, 2:45, and Coach, immediately they turn the ball back over to Bo Allen.
And Jack Fagot has an eye for the football. He knows where these receivers are. He gets his head on a swivel, finds them, and gets in front of the football.
Triple receivers to the top. Allen back, deep drop. There's that screen over to Jones. Jones 45. Jones midfield, spins, breaks a tackle. Down to the 48. He's got the first down. Damian Jones and finally helping out Hodge. And let's see who else gets up off of that pile. Also in there, Coach, was Hatter. Hatter, the 235-pound sophomore.
Big guys.
They really do.
Big freshmen and sophomores.
Boyle is young but talented. 233. Allen got the completion in the first down. You called that screen earlier.
Yep, they've got to do that. There's another one.
Quick pass to Hodge. He is to the 40, run out of bounds as he throws it over to Sam Hodges, the senior. I think I called him Hodge. So Hodges, and an S on there, Coach. That's pretty important. First and 10 now, down to the, see where they marked that at the 39-yard line. So it'll be second and about a yard for Bo Allen. To Jones shifting to his left now. Hand off to Jones, dancing Jones, and tripped up on a nice play. And that's a super play there by the defense. And that is Kagan Jackson, the number 3 tackler. Listen to these tacklers. Leading tackler is Gervasio. He has 70 tackles coming in.
Jeez.
Young man who just made that play has 57, and Paycheck, the tackle, has 63 tackles.
Wow.
That's a lot of tackles between 3 guys. You want me to total that up for you, by the way?
We don't need to. We just know they're really good tacklers.
That's 190 tackles.
It's third and short. Lexington Catholic has had trouble with these third and shorts so far tonight. They've got to get these first downs on the third and shorts. I know the way Coach Perry's thinking. He knows he doesn't necessarily have to run the ball here.
Catholic, remember, won the toss and deferred, so they'll get the ball coming out in the second half. Here's Allen looking. Quick pass left side and caught by Hodge. He should have the first down.
Yeah, I think it's
he's got it. Let's see, at the 36 of first down. Coach, has been watching much of the Major League Baseball playoffs. The Cubs, my Cubs are looking really good, Coach.
I'm pulling for them.
Too.
But I tell you what, they're going to end up facing Toronto, and I think in Toronto looks
good. World Series, yep. Trips out to the top, give to Jones, and he's into the 30, and Damian down to the 25, first down with 1:24. That'll stop the clock. Let's look at these numbers if we can see how small these numbers are. That is 100. He's got 125 yards already, Coach Jones does, on rushing.
Yeah, with that big run for a touchdown, that really helped.
32, yeah. You know Catholic wants to put some more points on the board here because they know how explosive this Boyle County team can be. Right. 7-0, they lead it. We got a timeout called. 1:24 in the first half. The Knights on a 32-yard Damian Jones TD, and also a Rehos. It was Ray, I believe, that kicked the extra point. They lead it 7-0. We'll be back on the White Greer Maggard game of the week. Lexington Catholic leading Boyle 7-0.
For a picture-perfect smile.
Hi, this is Gary Ball for Crown Trophy of Lexington. Crown Trophy offers youth sports awards, corporate awards. They offer signs and a full line of promotional products. They're located at 2680 Wilhite Drive on the corner of Nicholasville, New Circle Road, just behind Starbucks. Stop by and pick up your copy of our 85-page catalog. Crown Trophy is nationally known, but locally owned with 150 stores nationwide. Crown Trophy, the official provider of plaques for the Scholastic Ball Report and PrepSpin. and I'll plug you again for half. We're back, and I got to remind you at halftime, Coach, as I just said there, I didn't know we were back on the air, but Coach will have his UFOs. He's always got unheralded football overachievers for both teams, and Sally Stevens, the principal here at Lex Catholic, will join him as well. Second and short, Jones shifts to the left. Bo Allen, long cadence, trying to draw him off sides. Boyle not biting. Allen back to pass. Bo, Rose, he's got a receiver downfield wide open. Catch is made and touchdown as it's hauled in by Cameron. Gavin Cameron. That's his first touchdown catch of the year.
Yeah, and he was wide open. It was a brilliant job. I tell you, Coach Perry, he's not a riverboat gambler, but he plays the odds. He does play the odds. It was third and very short. He realized that they're probably going to be in a run defense with Damian Jones. They're afraid of Damian.
Yep.
He releases those receivers downfield, had a guy going across. Everybody forgot about Mr. Cameron over there.
Gavin, the junior, 6'2", 205. The forgotten man down there was wide open, and Bo Allen really threw a nice strike to him. He turned around. He just walked into the end zone. 13-0 Knights now on top of Boyle. Minute 6 to go here before halftime. Here's the extra point, and the kick is up. No good.
Uh-oh.
So no good. So Catholic will lead at 13-0. Minute 6, they'll be kicking to Boyle County when we come back here on the White Greer Maggard High School Football Game of the Week.
All S, all P, all O, R, T, S. Pick it up in all sports. Pick it up in all sports.
In Fayette Mall on Facebook and Twitter, locally owned and operated since 1972.
I'm not loving my smile. I should have got braces when I was a kid. I want my teeth to be straight.
Dude, go to White Greer and Maggard. So, I see you took my advice. Better?
Oh, better.
You're not you when your teeth aren't straight. Get started at White, Greer, and Maggard today.
Francisco Rios set to kick off, and Catholic just scored from Bo Allen to the outstanding receiver, number 16, Cameron. Here's a Tartar out to the 20. Tartar, and he's up to the 23-yard line. Nice return there by Evan Tartar. Minute to go in the first half. And at halftime, Coach will also give some other scores. We know Lexington Christian and Somerset were locked up in a 7-7 tie. That was in the second. And
I think that's 13-7 now.
13-7.
Lexington Christian. Yeah.
LCA on top. We've got them next Friday against Danville. Coach, that'll be three of the best quarterbacks in the state. The dual threat for LCA and that great quarterback at Danville, Zach Napier.
It's that time of the year,
yeah,
though, where these
great
rival
football.
games occur. So big district games.
First down, Tartar. Gives the inside handoff, coming to the near side, breaking tackles, and that's going to be Bartleson of midfield. Bartleson to 40, 30, and tripped up. Saving tackle there, Coach, by Carson Brownell. Brownell doesn't trip him up. That's a touchdown for Boyle here in the last minute of the first half. That would have put him right back in this thing.
Last stand, buddy. That was the last stand. He dove and got his legs just as he was trying to break for the end zone. That was a really good run, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, by a freshman, no doubt, Bartleson. He was their featured back early on. Here's Bartleson again, hit hard at the 22 by Sotil, and he kind of looks down and sends a message but there is a player down, shaken up for Lex Cath. One of the big linemen, looks like, is that 59 or 79? 59, that's Coulter. Dylan Coulter, the defensive end.
Right.
Shaken up a little bit. He's a big cog in this D for Coach Perry. If you're just tuning in, it's the White Greer Maggard High School Football Game of the Week in high definition on PrepSpin. Gary Ball with Coach Mike Meehan and William Warfield producing. And, boy, what a football game it's been here tonight. Defensive struggle, but Boyle County's Bartleson nearly took that in for the score, but Carson Brownell just saved a touchdown there. Now we got a player shaking up a little bit for the Knights defense.
Yeah, that real good medical staff out there. Coach Perry's out with them, and good medical staff. Trainers, head trainer. We actually was one of our UFOs at one time. There he's up.
Big story tonight. Damian Jones for Catholic has 18 carries, 134 yards, and a 32-yard touchdown run. Coach, he's got 134, and we're still got 41 seconds before half.
He does, and Bo Allen is 5 for 11, has that one interception, but for 60 yards.
And a touchdown.
And you notice he's got the great throwing motion. There's no question about that. He has a really good deep ball too. We're going to check him out as the year goes on, especially in the playoffs with his decision making. You know, he's got to come back. Honestly, here's what I'm seeing, and I know Coach Perry sees the same thing. When he gets in a little bit of trouble, he's got to go to his check down. His check down is one of the best receiver running backs in the state.
Boyle trying to get some points on the board here before halftime. It's in motion. Reese Smith goes out in motion. Tiller looking out that way. Smith will set up now, second down. And they throw it out to him, to Smith out there in the corner, and he's got a touchdown. Touchdown pass of 23 yards from Tiller. And, boy, Tiller threw a nice ball to the freshman, Reese Smith. Boy, that was set up all the way, Coach. Everybody was looking out that way. We were looking out that way. And what a great pass by Tiller. It's now 13-6.
Yeah, Ryan Gallagher, number 36 for Lexington Catholic, was out there late on the coverage, like he wasn't really sure what was going on. He stayed inside the numbers, and the receiver released outside the numbers and was way, way open. That was really good offensive play.
So Nick Ruby right off that soccer team, the place kickers, comes in trying to make it 13-7 here, 35 seconds before halftime. So here's the snap back. Ruby's kick is up, and it is going to be good. So Ruby got it in the left upright there. 35 seconds, and Coach, it is now Lexington Catholic 13. They missed their last extra point, and 7 for Boyle County. 35 seconds here before halftime.
Hey, you know what Big Mo is, the momentum shift on that. You don't go in. You go into halftime. You know, when you let the other team score that quickly, you get within 6 points. That's kind of scary.
Coming up at halftime, the Mike, Me, and UFOs, which have become a staple here on PrepSpin. Sally Stevens will join us here at halftime as well. 13-7. And remember, Lexington Catholic will get the football to start the second half. They won the toss and deferred to the second half. So that's going to be a key thing as well, too, what they can do coming out in the second half with the football.
It is, and the biggest thing they're going to do is get in at halftime and straighten out some of these little problems they're having. They're playing pretty darn well on defense, but you just can't make those big mistakes. That's 2 big mistakes on a run where tackles were broken, and then on the pass for the touchdown.
Coach, both teams have 8 first downs. And slight edge for Catholic in the rushing, 120-116. This is a very tight football game here tonight. That's why the score reflects that, 13-7. Knights on top of the Rebels. Here's the kick, low kick, taken at the 20 up to the 30. Running harder, turning on the Jets, and tackled by the kicker at the 40-yard line. That was Bennington, Bo Bennington. It took the kicker to get him. Otherwise, he's taking that to the house.
Yeah, I tell you what, it looked like he tried to make that cut right at the end, but the kicker was in his way. He just sprinted through two tacklers, so he really didn't have enough time to make a cut, unless he was Damian Jones or somebody who can cut on a dime.
Like Barry Sanders.
Yep.
He's looking a lot like Barry tonight, isn't he?
27 seconds, Gary.
13-7. Boyle just scored on a Tiller to Smith touchdown, the freshman. Shifting by Jones is Bo Allen. Allen looking. Allen rolling to the right. Here comes the pressure, and he is going to just throw it out of bounds, I believe. Yeah, it's going to be incomplete.
They're going to cover you deep. They are. You know, it's just one of those things where you want to try to get the ball to Jones or throw the outs, get out of bounds, and get in close enough for a field goal. A field goal would be very helpful when you miss that extra point.
20.8. 13-7 Catholic. They have 2nd and 10 at the Boyle 41-yard line. Twins to the bottom for Boyle, shifting by Jones. Twins to the top. Quick pass over to Fago. And he takes it down to the 38. Pick up for Jack of about 4 yards. We're to be 3rd and about 6.
Yeah, the important thing is he got out of bounds.
Got out of bounds. 15.3 now. Stops the clock.
Now, Boyle County, the Rebels are running a 3-man down line. Actually, there's only one person with his hand down. The other 2 guys are standing up, so they're all playing pass defense now. Just about everybody is.
Got to watch for Buchanani here. He is split out, but no, Allen now looking. And that's going to give now Jones a ball carrier. He picked up very little yardage. Thought Allen was going to pass that one, but Jones said, no, give me the ball. Feed me. Keep feeding me. You know how those guys always do that thing for food like that?
Right.
Feed me.
Feed me. Give me the ball.
13-7. Lexington Catholic leads at halftime as we go to the locker rooms. Coming back at halftime, it'll be Mike Meehan and his UFOs. Sally Stevens will step in as well. The principal here, Lex Cath. Knights 13, Rebels of Boyle 7 here. Good high school football game going on here tonight at Joseph K. Ford Stadium on the campus of Lexington Catholic. We'll come back with halftime, the unheralded football overachievers, and also the principal here at Lexington Catholic, Sally Stevens, is going to join us as well. We'll talk to her. 13-7, halftime score. Lexington Catholic leading Boyle on the White Greer Maggard High School football game of the week.
I'm not loving my smile. I should have got braces when I was a kid. I want my teeth to be straight.
Dude, go to White Greer and Maggard. So, I see you took my advice. Better?
Oh, better.
You're not you when your teeth aren't straight. Get started at White, Greer, and Maggard today. When you're not happy with your smile, you feel down. When you feel down, you stay in bed. When you stay in bed, you miss deadlines. When you miss deadlines, a lot of kids are upset. Don't upset a lot of kids. Love your smile. Call White, Greer, and Maggard today.
I wanted to get back on the basketball court.
I want to get back to the ref I used to be.
I want to get back to gardening.
I want to get back to playing with my band.
Only one team is qualified to get patients back to living their lives. Bluegrass Orthodontics has physician experts to assist in your recovery, whether it's an injury or chronic condition. Bluegrass Orthopedics provides convenient, specialized, and comprehensive care for your unique life.
All S, all P, all O, R, T, S. Pick it up at all sports. Pick it up at all sports.
In Fayette Mall and allsportslex.com, locally owned and operated since 1972.
I'm not happy with my teeth. They're not straight enough.
Let me fix them for you.
No. You are not White Greer and Maggard.
I'm sort of like White Greer and Maggard. I'm local, love smiles, love to fix things.
No.
Sorta you isn't you. White, Greer, and Maggard, where a beautiful smile is just the beginning.
I am Lee, and I'm happy with my smile.
And I'm other Lee, and I ain't happy with my smile.
I went to White Greer and Maggard, and they fixed my smile for me.
And I never smile, and that's why I'm having some alone time here at dinner.
I love that I can go to White Greer and Maggard with all my questions.
And I love that I don't have to brush my teeth at night.
Don't be like this, me. Go to White Greer and Maggard for a picture-perfect smile.
Hi, this is Gary Ball for Crown Trophy of Lexington. Crown Trophy offers youth sports awards, corporate awards. They offer signs and a full line of promotional products. They're located at 2680 Wilhite Drive on the corner of Nicholasville, New Circle Road, just behind Starbucks. Stop by and pick up your copy of our 85-page catalog. Crown Trophy is nationally known, but locally owned with 150 stores nationwide. Crown Trophy, the official provider of plaques for the Scholastic Ball Report and PrepSpin.
Welcome back to Joseph K. Ford Stadium for tonight's Game of the Week, brought to you by PrepSpin and Night Vision. We're really excited this halftime because not only do we have a good football game, especially a defensive battle like this, wow, But we also have excuse me. We also have a really good person, a friend of mine, someone I've known for a long time that we're going to talk to about Lexington Catholic and some things that go on here. But first we're going to start with our UFOs. Several years ago I started doing this, and what I do is I contact the head coaches of both teams that we're going to cover. And I asked them to give me the name and some information on somebody involved in their program that does so much, that goes above and beyond, but gets very little credit for what they do. Because as you know, there's people on those sidelines, people that nobody knows about, that do special things. So we're going to start with Boyle County. UFO stands for Unheralded Football Overachiever. Boyle County, Chuck Smith gave me 3 names. He said, I'm not going to give you one, I'm going to give you 3. The 3 names are Maddie Caldwell, Rebecca Adams, and Liz Kovac. These 3 young ladies served as managers for Coach Smith and his staff for 4 years. They come to practices and games every single day. They're a very important part of the Rebels team. Coach Smith talked about, this is in his own words, they never complain. They just roll up their sleeves and they get their job done. Everybody knows that managers don't get a lot of love and support except for maybe teammates. These girls work the whole time. They know that they don't get a little reward. They don't really care. They do it for the love of the game. All the coaching staff and all of us here at PrepSpin are really proud to name Maddie, Rebecca, and Liz UFOs Unheralded Football Achievers for Boyle County High School.
Congratulations, ladies. That's a hard job.
Hard job, good hard working. Also, Lexington Catholic now. Coach Perry, a good friend of mine, he said, you know what, I'm going to name an assistant coach this time. So he chose as his UFO Daniel Bowling. He talked about Daniel coaches the Knights running backs. He also coaches the JVs and the freshman team. He even works with the offensive scout team that goes against the varsity defense. By the way, that's one of the most important jobs is preparing your team for what the other team runs. Those guys don't get a lot of credit, those kids, and they have to work harder than just about anybody in practice. That's some of your best athletes, I think. Coach Perry said that Coach Bowling is very hardworking, dedicated, and is a very reliable young coach. He is very important to the Knights program. So he made sure that he wanted me to say that Coach Bowling and the whole staff, everybody here, fans, everybody are really proud to have Coach Bowling as their UFO, their Unheralded Football Overachiever.
You know, Daniel's one of our alums. He's come back home to give back to this next generation of players what he got out of the program, and we're very proud of him.
Well, speaking of alums, what a segue this is. What a perfect segue. You know Bridget DeVries, and she's an alum of Lexington Catholic, and you're an alum of Lexington. Again, we're talking to, this is Mike Meehan, we're talking to Sally Stevens. Sally, tell me a little bit about how you got where you are and how you got involved with Lexington Catholic.
Well, you know, Mike, I'm a Lexington native, born and bred right here. Went to Lexington Catholic, graduated actually with Bridget. She and I were classmates. So when I left Lexington Catholic, I stayed home, went to UK, decided on education as my career, and I couldn't think of a better place to go back than my home school when I began my teaching career. I stayed here for about 14 years as a math teacher and an assistant principal, and left and taught college for a few years, and then came back via Danny Haney. Actually, it was pretty funny. I came on an 8th grade visit with my son to look at high schools, and he said, well, you need to come back with him, and to my son's chagrin, I did.
Well, I know a little bit of Danny Haney. He'll do that to you, too.
He will.
He's one of those people that if you say, if you even mention you might want to get involved, you're going to get involved. You're not going to resist that. Okay, and again, here's a question that a lot of people ask me. Unlike a lot of the high schools where you have a principal, assistant principal, and so on, here at Catholic you have a principal and a president. I'm not too smart sometimes. I can't figure these things out. What's the difference between a principal and a president?
Well, it's really common in non-public education to go to the president-principal model. Educational administration is a big job. And in non-public schools, you have to market your school, you have to do fundraising, you have to have advancement office that runs 24/7. And so the president-principal model allows 2 people to be heads of school and take the 2 separate roles. Steve Angelucci is our president and my boss. Mm-hmm. And we are true partners in running this institution. He's like the CEO, as it were. He's responsible for all external operations, advancement, marketing, publications, all of those sorts of things. and then I am kind of the COO. I stay home and take care of the kids. That's the bottom line.
I got you. Well, you talked about Steve Angelucci. We've talked to him before. What a great guy. And he, and I, like you also, support these athletic programs, not just football, but all the athletics. And Sally, tell me something. How important is a really good athletic program when you're talking about the academic program of the school?
I think a student won't be successful unless they're involved in some sort of extracurricular activities. Athletics is wonderful, fine arts is wonderful. You need a full cadre of extracurriculars for students to become passionate about. Makes them better students, makes them better people.
Right. Anytime parents can get their sons or daughters involved in after-school programs, that's a secure place where coaches do a really good job. And the coaches, I know Coach Perry, for sure, they stress academics too, and that's a really important part of it.
Absolutely. He cares about his players as people more than as athletes. He wants them to develop as great young men.
I was talking to Karen McMillan and Joe McMillan before this game, and I've known them for years. Their son Kyle's on the team, and I asked him what Kyle's going to do next year. He's a senior. And they were saying he's looking at the Air Force Academy. If he gets an appointment, he's looking at Auburn. He's looking at Dayton. And I think he represents like all the others. Sally, I'm going to do something here. Last week, I had a blessing to go back to one of the places that I coached. I coached at 3 different schools in the city, and that was Lexington Christian Academy. We were there. I was there with Paul Raines. We won a state championship there. I noticed I actually interviewed their athletic director. And we talked a little bit about athletics and what goes on. And then I told him, I'm telling you the same thing. This is my opportunity, something I can't do in public school broadcast. I want to talk a little bit about the Catholic/Christian aspect of the school. I told this little story to their athletic director that when I was at Lexington Christian, someone stopped me and said, "Where do you go to church?" And it's a wonderful school, by the way. They have Bible verses above every door of the classrooms. And I said, St. Paul, downtown, Catholic church. And the guy said, oh, that's good. My brother was Catholic, but now he's Christian. And the athletic director did exactly that and says, one and the same.
We like to think we are, yes.
I want you to tell me a little bit about how the Catholic aspect of this school is involved in the academic program.
It's a true privilege and gift to get to work in a faith-based school, because then you can educate the total person. I understand public schools have constraints on them that we don't have, so we take full advantage of not having those constraints. We can talk about mind, spirit, and body when we're educating our students. And spirit is equally important with the other two. Athletics is going to develop their bodies. The academics is going to grow their minds, but we want them to have faith.
Right. And to satisfy one question I always get too, that's just not Catholic students at Lexington Catholic.
No, 25% of our student body is not Catholic, and some of them are even not Christians, but that gives us even a richer flavor. We've had Jewish students, we've had Muslim students, we've had Hindu students in the past, but all of us come together to grow in our own faith traditions and support each other in that growth.
Now, you're a highly educated lady, but I bet you learn from those kids too, don't you?
Every day.
That's
every
just
day.
Amazing.
And our Jewish students will teach me things that I just never dreamed were possible for me to know.
One of the weaknesses that Catholic, and as far as my faith, Catholic faith is, growing up, we never studied the Bible. And I think a lot of these Baptist students, these Jewish students, they work on the Bible so much, they kind of teach us a little bit about it.
They do. As a matter of fact, a few weeks ago in our parish bulletin, there was a letter from one of our students written about an experience he'd had. He went to the faith forum where we had a rabbi and a Muslim minister, and our bishop, John Stowe, did something about the year of mercy and how each of those three religions truly believes in mercy. I read that young man's letter, and I went to him that Monday after I read it, and I said, you know what? You taught me an important lesson. You said I should forgive 70 times 7. And all three of those ministers had preached that to my child here, who's a young man, and he took it in right away. But he reminded me I need that lesson all the time.
We all need that blessing all the time. Well, the teams are back out on the field, Sally. I just want to say that I really appreciated this. I really enjoyed talking to you. We see each other in church.
We do.
Never get an opportunity to do this. And this gives me an opportunity to express my faith and how much I love these kids and what they do and the power that a faith-based school can have.
And the kids are it. They're all about it. That's why we're all in this business. Thanks to PrepSpin, thanks to all of you all for promoting local schools, but schools all across the Commonwealth of Kentucky.
And night vision. You talked a little bit, we mentioned that, how big that is as far as Lexington Catholic can have its own part of PrepSpin, the night vision aspect of it.
That's right. He's a true partner with us. William's wonderful to us and our programs.
Right. Yeah. Well, I want to thank you again, and the teams are back on the field. They're going to give us a few more minutes on the clock, so we'll take a little break right here. Welcome back to this is a PrepSpin White Greer Maggard. Tremendous sponsors, by the way. White Greer Maggard. Game of the Week brought to you by PrepSpin and a Night Vision. We'll be right back in a few minutes.
Welcome back here to Joseph K. Ford Stadium. Thanks to Miss Stevens, Sally Stevens, the principal at the Lexington Catholic, for joining Coach Meehan at halftime. The halftime stats, Damian Jones, 19 carries, 135 yards, and a touchdown. Bo Allen was 6 of 13. Actually, he was 7 of 13. They missed one. Leading receiver was Sammy Hodges with 2. Reese Smith, the freshman, 2 catches and the touchdown catch. Tiller was 4 of 12. Boy, they really mixed it up with their rushers. Coach Bartleson, 7 carries. Of course, he nearly had that touchdown when they were late in the game. Crawford, 6 carries. And Ashburn, 7 carries. As we said, they use a plethora of backs at Boyle County. And they're all pretty good.
They're all pretty good, and that's a pretty good idea against a good Lexington Catholic team. Spread it around a little bit.
Back deep is Schnurr. He's the deep man for the Knights on return. And set to kick off is Ruby for Boyle. Here's the low kick on the ground and picked up by Bennington up to the 35. Nice field position for the Knights as they'll start at the 35-yard line. A nice return by Bo Bennington. He's wearing 17 now, and Coach, I've got my charts out here that I did earlier in the year. He was wearing 85, so but he's wearing 17 now. So
Right.
whatever it takes, whatever you want to do.
Whatever it takes, they changed his number, or maybe allowed someone else to have a number that they wanted.
See how much of a factor Jones is in this second half. Huge factor. He's got it up the middle and hitting wrapped up there. Boy, I tell you what, Boyle County really zeroing in now on number 4.
Yeah, they were ready for that one. Gary's been a pretty clean game. There's only been, as far as penalties, 5 penalties for 32 yards against Boyle and 2 penalties for 15 yards against Catholic. Pretty clean game.
So second down, Jones picked up nothing, and the whole D-line, the front 4 can be credited with that tackle. They were all in on that for Boyle. Bo Allen fakes now, looks, fires right, and nearly picked off by Boyle. My goodness.
It was a bad decision that time, wasn't it?
That was Boyle County's Hellier. Clint Hellier nearly picked that one off, Coach. And he's a receiver on the other side, too. He's got good hands. So third down, Catholic, a run that didn't produce anything, then a pass that was nearly picked off. Jones shifts. They give to Damian right side. He's got some seams. He's up to midfield, breaking and down to the 40-yard line.
They run a little pretty off-tackle play. Now, I'd like to see that again if I could sometime, but again, they're running a zone blocking scheme sometimes and a power blocking scheme or a trap blocking scheme. Really trying to get Jones free, Gary.
Coach, that was a 25-yard pickup by DJ. Damian Jones, 160 yards now. Allen, quick pass to Fago. Fago down to the 35. Fago running hard down to the 30-yard line. Let's see where they mark him out of bounds over there in front of the Boyle County bench. A couple of the Rebels over there making the play. In particular, Reese Smith, the freshman, helped out. But I tell you what, I really like about Fago, number 31, when he catches the ball, he's immediately going to turn it upfield.
Oh, no, he's a tough kid. He's like one of those Lexington Catholic kids we've seen like Bovier in the past. Hard-nosed young men.
So first down, they got the first down to the 30. Jones shifts. They give to Damian right side. He's hit and wrapped up and knocked backwards in the backfield. He'll lose a yard or so. And, man, there were a host of people in there, Coach. Hellier was in there, and I tell you who else was in there. Acey, Bo Wade Acey's made some. Paycheck was in there. Paycheck's the young man who made that big play late in the first half there, stuffing that play.
Gervasio, too, linebackers. These linebackers are coming up there
yes,
making
they
the
are.
tackle.
Might as well give credit to the whole defense. 2nd and 11 here. Quick pass again to Fago. That worked last time. It doesn't go as much this time, but he do get it down to the 20, about the 27.
It's a manageable third down now.
Yeah.
They should be all right. I mean, again, notice what Coach Perry's doing, running screens, running short passes. A little bit concerned about his quarterback's decision-making, so he's going to throw the ball to these receivers. Again, I'm waiting for him to throw the check down when he's open now to Jones.
You see who's moved in at tight end now, number 16, Gavin Cameron. The tight end is always open. He's at tight end to the left side, 3rd and about 7 at the 27 for the quarterback, Allen. Allen back to pass, looking, firing right side, caught, and do they get the first down to the 20? As it's called over there, I'm waiting to see who gets up. That is Bo Bennington with the reception. Depends on the mark, as always, and they say he went out about a half a yard shy of that first down, so it's going to be 4th and short here. 9:48 to go. Knights 13, Rebel 7, Gary Ball, Mike Me, and William Warfield producing. Man, we got the best streamer in the business with us, don't we, Coach?
Right now.
William Warfield.
They've had trouble with these 4th and shorts, 3rd and shorts, so Coach Perry called timeout here. He's going to make sure everybody's on the same page here.
Yep.
Again, by the way, you have 3 great expressions that you use. Soup and a sandwich.
Yes, sir.
The tight end's always open.
Yes, sir.
And let me have some fries with that.
That's exactly right. Don't forget the fries. I like cheese on my fries. I like cheese fries. I tell you what, they take care of us here at Catholic. They got a cooler of drinks over there. They bring up hot dog, hamburgers at half, cheeseburgers. Coach has got a hot dog and everything. They take care of us here at Lexington Catholic. And what a high school football game here tonight. Coach, by the way, the last score I heard on Madison Central Lafayette, the Generals were up 21-14 right before halftime.
That's the game, too.
Yep.
All these games. I'm curious of the Dunbar-Henry Clay game.
Yeah.
Of course, my vested interest in Dunbar.
Yeah, you coached there for a long time. What's that say?
No hitter. Oh, where's Brad? Yeah, where's Brad?
Oh, yeah, where's our buddy Brad Carter? Coach Carter, we're missing you. MIA. He's probably watching on PrepSpin. Jones down low, and he's got the first down by plenty. Bo Allen giving that signal. Bo Damien got down low. He needed half a yard. He got about 2. So 1st and 10 for the Knights. And, Coach, I said coming out this opening drive here in the second half is critical by Lex Catholic because Boyle definitely had the momentum going into the locker room.
Oh, absolutely. That touchdown, 2 big plays led to that touchdown.
The run by Bartleson.
Right, and then the pass for the touchdown. And that momentum is a monster if you can't swing it back your way.
Hodges out to the bottom. Cameron is a tight end to the left. They give to Damien again, slicing, dicing, still running his feet. Lyman pushing him. A lot of Boyle County defenders on top of that.
They're going to keep giving the Rebels a big dose of Damian Jones, Gary. They really are. They're going to just keep pounding him.
He picked up about 2. It'll be 2nd down and 8. 9:05 to go in the third quarter here at Lexington Catholic. Knights 13, Boyle County Rebels 7. Here, big district game. Winner of this game usually wins the district. Here's Jones right side. Jones, boy, he's hit. What a big-time hit put on. Damien doing a good job holding on to that football. Reese Smith and company. Coach, I'm seeing 4, maybe 5 players get up off that pile for Boyle. They are getting a lot of helmets to the football.
They are, and they're using Lexington Catholic is using a power play. Let me look at this replay here real quick because that was an important play. Yeah, that was a zone play. They pulled all the linemen, reached to their right. They tried to get off the defensive linemen to the linebackers, and were successful there.
3rd and a long 5 at the 15 for Bo Allen. Allen back, looking. Allen sets up a pass over the right side, and it's caught, but he's knocked backwards there. I believe that was Buchanany, your man Buchanany, I believe. Waiting till they get up off that pile over there.
Well, that brings up a 4th down.
No, that was Jones who caught that one.
Yeah, that brings up a 4th down.
Well, they try a field goal here possibly.
Yeah, they're going to try one.
Connor Fry will place it down at the 26. So, Coach, this will be a 36-yard field goal. Right hash, Bo Bennington, the holder. Bennington will hold 36-yard from the right hash.
Watch the fake.
For Connor Fry. Fry's kick is up, and it's got the leg, and it is going to be perfect.
Nice.
Boy, that's critical. That gives Catholic a 9-point lead. Last time I checked, there was no 9-point plays in high school football, or college or pro. So with a 9-point lead, 16-7, that gives them a little bit more cushion, Coach Meehan.
And the way this game is, it's hard to make 9 points.
Yep.
I'm telling you, this game is a defensive struggle from the get-go.
So 7:25, critical 36-yard field goal by Mr. Connor Fry.
That was a pretty kick, too.
Mingy Beef Jerky, Bob Roberts Insurance. Thanks to all of our sponsors, Coach. We've had so many of them pick up the network, the PrepSpin network this year. We really appreciate all those folks. Of course, Mingy Beef Jerky, UK Sports Medicine, Rob Olery, my good friend. And check out the Scholastic Ball Report Sunday. I hope you'll enjoy it. Coach, I know you DVR my show as much as you can. This Sunday, Lafayette is the team of the week. Coach Shaw, they're playing Central tonight. We've got a big feature on the two-headed monster quarterback at LCA, also known as Braden Miller and Logan Nevis. And we've also got scholar athletes from Woodford County, both 3.9 students. Dennis Johnson's in studio. Highlights from all the games. And it's an action-packed, it really is, Coach. 14 years I've been doing that show. I'm very proud of it.
Excellent job. I watched this last one. And, again, these interviews you have with these students that are academically strong, it's just amazing.
Sunday at 12:30 on the CW Lexington. Check it out. Scholastic Ball Report. Here's the kick. And is going to be deep back at the 10, out to the Tartar. I believe that is. He's up to the 30 and near the 30-yard line. Yeah, it was Evan Tartar. And Tartar on the return. Play was made by Bo Bennington on the kicking team. 7-19, Coach, and Catholic. That's a huge field goal there by Connor Fry. I don't care what anybody says. I think when we look back on this game, those 3 points are going to be really big. Right now, Knights lead the Rebels 16-7. Boyle's got the ball to 30.
Well, it was really important because, like you said, the momentum. I mean, if Catholic would have stalled there and Boyle got another touchdown, it could have caused a lot of problems. But they battled through that momentum change.
Tiller sends Bartleson in motion, gives it to him on the sweep. Bartleson, line of scrimmage, breaking tackles, 35, and Bartleson's going to be run out of bounds at about the 37. There'll be a pickup of 7 there for Bartleson. I tell you, I like that. You know what? When you look at all these terrific freshmen, Reese Smith is a freshman. Bartleson, the young man right there, he's a freshman. Coach, there are some tremendous freshmen on this Boyle County team.
There really are.
And we got Bo Allen, a freshman quarterbacking for Catholic now.
Right. Again,
these guys are going to
battle.
battle.
Guys, they're right. They have a great future.
They're going to battle for the next 3 years after this one. Here's Tiller. Fakes, looks left, throws, and it's picked off by Fagot. His second pick tonight. Jack Fagot to the 42.
Like. That's the guy I like. He's a ball hawk. And you know what? Let me tell you something. It's not that he's lucky, and it's not that he's out of position. If you watch him, he goes to his zone, Gary, and he puts his head on a swivel. One of the problems that young players have, especially high school players, is when they're in a zone, they get to their zone and they stand there and just look at the quarterback. He doesn't. He finds a receiver. He identifies a receiver in his area, and he goes to them. Pretty impressive.
So interception by Fagot, his second. So Teal had one early. That's a third interception tonight for the Knights defense. Bo Allen back. Allen looking left. Throws a deep ball down the middle, and is it going to be intercepted? Picked off. Picked off by Reese Smith, the freshman. That's his second pick, and they'll say he went back into the end zone. So Bo Allen aired that out. I thought he should have probably gone down the left sideline instead. The middle. That receiver was quite a bit open down there.
It was, and when you go down the sideline, normally you have one interceptor to deal with. When you go down the middle you normally have 2 or 3.
Yeah, exactly.
I am questioning his decisions, but I'm also wondering if maybe the big play was something they thought they could get there, and the coaches called that to throw it deep. But I don't see Coach Perry calling that play. I really don't.
So Bo Allen, that's his second pick tonight, both by freshman Reese Smith. He just turns into a receiver because he's got a touchdown catch tonight.
Right. Now, notice everybody watching this game, he did not intercept it in the end zone where it would come out to the 20. He intercepted that ball on about the 5-yard line or 3-yard line?
I thought the official made the sign that it was in the end zone, but you're right. They brought it out to the about the 2-yard line.
And that's to Catholic's advantage.
So Smith goes in motion. Tiller throws it left side, throwing it up, and it is going to be incomplete. Trying to go to Reese Smith.
Well covered, no problem there. Actually, it was a good decision by Tiller, Gary, just to throw that ball over everybody's head. He did not want to be tackled back there in the end zone.
Right.
And another thing to look for, by the way, on these pass plays, and I saw it in the pro game last night, if the quarterback drops back in the end zone and one of the linemen holds in the end zone, that's a safety. A holding penalty in the end zone is a safety.
That's a good point, Coach. Here's Tiller. Crawford, ball carrier. So Crawford maybe a yard or two. That's going to bring up 3rd and long now for the Rebels. Both defenses tonight, Coach, have been impressive.
Very impressive. Getting back to that point, my wife who loves football, Linda, and she knows football quite a bit, we were talking about that last night, and she made the statement that, because if there's a penalty in the end zone, you can't mark off a penalty.
Right.
Where are you going to go? Into the woods?
Exactly.
So it's a safety.
6:22 in the third, 16-7 Catholic. Here's Tiller for Boyle. Throws it deep down the left side, and it is going to be intercepted again by the Knights defense. Picked off, and picking that one off was Carson Brownell. Saved a touchdown earlier when he got the ankles of Bartleson, and he picks off one there. That's the 4th pick tonight, Coach, for the Knights defense, 2 by Fagot.
All right, I'm going to make a statement that all offensive people, especially the quarterback, hates to hear. That was as good as a punt because they were in trouble backed up there.
Yeah.
And the ball did get out past the 40 to the 40-yard line.
That's where the Knights will have it. They got triple receivers to the bottom. And as we said, Bo Allen with Damian Jones shifting to the right. They give it to Jones. He dances into the line and knocked backwards. Boy, I tell you what, the Boyle defense has really stiffened on Damian Jones, who had 135 yards at halftime. Let's see what he's got right now, Coach. Jones has
164
yards rushing for Jones. He could go over 200 tonight. We still got 5:50 to go in the third quarter. 2nd down and 10. Jones shifts to the left. Bo Allen. Quick pass to Sam Hodges. Hodges, and he is hit hard over on the far side of the field. And
difficult to see the numbers when they're that far away.
I think that was Reese Smith. Yep, that was the little freshman who's got a couple of picks tonight, has a touchdown catch. This kid's going to be special, isn't he, Coach? Reese Smith,
he
the
really
freshman for Boyle. 5:20 to go in the third, 16-7, third and long now for Lex Cath.
He's by himself back there.
Yep.
Quarterback's by himself.
Allen, empty backfield. Allen steps up, rolls to the right. Allen looking, fires it downfield, and he just throws it out of bounds, incomplete. Brings up fourth down now. Allen just getting rid of it out of the tackle box. 5:07, so Catholic gets the interception by Brownell, and they do nothing with it, Coach.
Right, and again, they're not going to get better field position than they had when they had them backed up.
They started at the 38.
Let's talk about this a second. Boyle County, Chuck Smith and his staff are saying they're not going to throw the ball on us. They don't think the freshman quarterback, unless you leave somebody wide open, can complete a pass down the field. So they're going to stop Damian Jones. Their whole game plan right now, with 5 minutes to go in the third quarter, is to stop Damian
That's
Jones.
the adjustment they made in the locker room, correct?
Right.
Here's Sid Sharp's punt with Reese Smith back, and Smith comes up, it rolls, and it's going to roll into the end zone. That'll be a touchback out to the 20 for Boyle, so they'll have it at the 25 minutes to go in the third. And only point so far in this third quarter has been a 36-yard field goal by Connor Fry of Lex Cath. They lead at 16-7. Gary Ball, Mike Me, and William Warfield at King of the Stream. And William, I believe next Friday our big game is LCA at Danville. Is that correct? What a game that's going to be.
That's going to be a really good one. That's another one of those district games. You know, we talk about this game, Gary. What's really important about the winner of this game?
The district.
Could be home field advantage.
Exactly.
Too.
We talked about that with both coaches in our pregame interviews. Home field advantage. Here's up to the 23-yard line. I believe that was Bartleson. They used 4 or 5 backs very effectively. Sid Sharp made the hit there for the defense.
Oh, really?
Yeah, exactly. What's new?
What's new?
So the NLCS starts tomorrow night in Chicago, I believe. Isn't that right? LA has to go to what score? 21-13. Somerset trying to break that undefeated season for LCA. 21-13, a lead. And hitting him in way back inside the 20-yard line is Ashford. And Fago, who's got 2 picks and making plays all over the field tonight. That brings up third and long.
If this continues to be a defensive game and Catholic wins, Fago might be the most valuable
player. Yeah, he might be. He won't get any Mingy beef jerky. That goes to the coach, but he'd probably like to have some Mingy beef jerky.
Exactly.
But he will be our probably MVP. 3:55 in the third. 16-7, Knights on top of the Rebels here at Joseph K. Ford Stadium. There's Tiller looking down the middle. Now fires left and throws it over the head of Smith. He's upended. And, boy, Tiller really put some juice on that one, and Smith went up for it. But, man, he had his legs cut out from under. Brings up fourth down. And once again, Coach, Boyle County will have to punt to Lex Cath.
We're in a punting game right now. It's a field position game, but nobody's doing anything with the field position. So we'll see what happens here. I think Coach Perry's got to figure out some way to get the ball to Damian Jones other than running the zone plays.
Yeah, I agree.
Because they really pound the zones up inside.
Like you said, maybe some screens over the middle or screens in the flats. 3:45, Gervasi set the punt. Gets the punt, and it will be Sotil calling a fair catch right at midfield. Let's see. I think the official's going to mark him right there at midfield. Boy, I tell you, Catholic cannot say they have not had good field position. The last series they started to inside the 40. This one they started midfield, Coach. So they have had some excellent field position here for their freshman quarterback, Bo Allen, 14-year-old, making his second start tonight.
Yeah, and they're going to have to get Bo Allen the ball first down, give him some little easy completed pass plays on first down. Also, hey, Catholic's not against running trick plays either.
Bo Allen deep drop. Allen, here comes pressure. Allen trying to elude it and throws it. And is it picked off? No, the official said he was out of bounds, not intercepted, but good effort there by Boyle. I think it was Clint Hellier, who came up, but it was out of bounds. And Bo Allen, if he's going to throw that over there toward the bench, he's got to throw that into the bench, Coach.
He does.
Don't throw it toward a player of the opposing team, or it's going to be picked off like that one wasn't. But fortunately for Bo, he was out of bounds.
Gary, Lafayette and Madison Central are tied at half, 21 all.
20 wall, that's a good one. Here's Jones. Jones and can't get his footing there to the 48. Would it be third down with about 8?
Big man made the tackle again.
Aaron Hatter, the sophomore, 235-pounder.
You know, you're mentioning a lot of sophomores here.
And freshmen.
Yeah.
I mean, can you imagine Boyle in a couple of years? They're going to be really good next couple of years. Allen fires left side, and it's going to be caught on a great catch at the 37. That's your guy. That's Coach Meehan's favorite, Ben Buccananti.
I love Mr. Buccananti. I call him the sheriff of the football field. He's the sheriff out there.
The sheriff.
Yeah,
Does he carry the 6 gun?
He carries the 6 gun and wears the white hat.
Wears the white hat. What a great catch by Buccananti, and good throw there by Bo Allen. First down to the 37, 2:53 in the third. And folks just tuning in after you watch that UK basketball practice. It's just a practice, as Allen Iverson said. It's practice. Here's a back to Buccananti. He's got some room over there. Buccananti cuts it back inside down to the 30-yard line. This has been a terrific high school football game. You can go back, watch it all tonight on Archived on PrepSpin. Coach 232. And that was the old looked like Buccananti originally wanted to throw that.
Yeah, I'm watching the replay to see if there were receivers down the field. They kind of switched around to get Buccananti where they wanted him, and if you look, it's just a little pitch reverse is what it was.
Jones dancing into the line. Damian down to the 24. What a great run, and he's got the first down. Damian Jones, who's had an electrifying performance. He'll go over 200 yards tonight doing his Barry Sanders imitations tonight. And with 2 minutes and 13 seconds in the third, Catholic marching. They lead 16-7. The only points in this third quarter has been a 36-yard field goal by Lexington Catholic. Connor Fry booted it through. 2:11 here in the third. Clock running now. First down and 10 for Bo Allen. Jones shifts to the right. Allen fires out to the left. Buccananti's got it. Cuts it back. Buccananti runs over the defender down to the 23-yard line. Ben Buccananti with the catch, and Buccananti, a 5'10", 165-pound senior. Number 9, Ben Buccananti, number 9 on his jersey, number 1 in your heart.
He's one of my favorites, I tell you. That guy can catch the football, and he can do something with it afterwards.
Twins out to the top, and here's a give to Jones, dancing in line 20. Jones cuts it back, and finally tackled at the 15.
I thought he was going to break that one, Gary. I really did. But he made a good cut back, and it was just a really good tackle. Back in third and short again. Here we go. Third and short, fourth and short. Seems like Catholic the Knights have gone into this situation so many times tonight.
Yeah, Boyle has won 4 in a row, Coach, coming in here. Four-game winning streak. Catholic, of course, their losses to some of the powerhouses in the state. And there's Fago in there, quarterback. Kirk takes it down inside. Penalty marker down as Fago took it for the first down of the 10. There's a flag down, Coach.
Yes, our official in the booth here, William Warfield, said it was a face mask penalty.
So the senior Kirk Fago came in there. His brother Jack has had a terrific game, has 2 picks tonight.
Yeah, it's holding on the offense.
Holding on the line. And, of course, the latest update, you said, 21 all, Lafayette and Central. Madison Central, Coach, we've seen them. You and I have seen them. That's a good football team. It's a good football team, Madison Central. They have 1 loss at Bryan Station. I wonder what's going on in the Bryan Station Scott County game tonight.
I don't know. In the Dunbar game, I want to hear about that.
Yeah, we'll try to get some updates on those before we get off the air.
Our stat monitor quit on us again.
Yeah,
I get blamed for this every time.
Nobody blames you, Coach.
Oh, yeah, he does.
It's just Kenny Bourne.
Kenny Bourne blames.
It's your monitor, Kenny. Here's Bo Allen fires, and
nice.
Is it going to be caught? And yes, the official. What a great catch by Gavin Cameron. Already has a touchdown tonight, and Cameron came up with a super catch. Cameron, a junior, so he and Bo Allen will be a connection next year as well. What a catch by Cameron down inside the 5. How did he stay in bounds, Coach?
I don't know. It looked like he bobbled a little bit, but he locked it up and made the catch.
Fago now is going to keep it. Is he going to try to run it in? And he does. Touchdown, Fago. Fago runs it in from 3 yards out, and Lex Cath here late in the third. They now lead Boyle 22-7.
Big time coming back, too. You know, the touchdown right before the half, and then to get the momentum swinging Boyle's way, and then Catholic comes roaring back with a field goal and a touchdown. getting control here with a little bit of time in the third quarter left.
35 seconds, and here's Connor Fry here late in the third to trying to put the Knights up with their biggest lead tonight of 16. They lead by 15 right now, 22-7. Coach, how big was that touchdown run there by Fago?
Big touchdown. Nice thinking, too, getting him in there. A little more power, little experience.
Connor Fry's extra point is up good. He missed one earlier. He doesn't miss that one. 35 seconds into third. It's the Knights of Lexington Catholic 23, Rebels of Boyle County 7. We'll come back here on the White Greer Maggard High School Football Game of the Week.
When you're not happy with your smile, you feel down. When you feel down, you stay in bed. When you stay in bed, you miss deadlines. When you miss deadlines, a lot of kids are upset. Don't upset a lot of kids. Love your smile. Call White, Greer, and Maggard today.
I wanted to get back on the basketball court.
I want to get back to the ref I used to be.
I want to get back to gardening.
I want to get back to playing with my band.
Only one team is qualified to get patients back to living their lives. Bluegrass Orthodontics has physician experts to assist in your recovery, whether it's an injury or chronic condition. Bluegrass Orthopedics provides convenient, specialized, and comprehensive care for your unique life.
Here's the kick, and Tartar back deep. Tartar back at the 6, out to the 10, 15, and he's out to the 30 and nearly breaks it. Good run there by Tartar.
Nice run. Damian Jones now has 29 carries for 178 yards. He is approaching a 200-yard game tonight.
Yeah, and he's still got a quarter to go after this one, Coach. 29 seconds here in the third.
And the running back by committees for Boyle County. One has
Mr. Carter.
Bartleson has 97 yards.
Brad Carter in the house.
And Crawford has 27.
Mr. Brad.
How you doing, bud? Good to see you.
Here's a pass over now to Walker. Walker to the 40. Walker 40 midfield, and Walker all the way down the Catholic's territory to the 47-yard line.
Well, you can't turn your back for 1 second.
I tell you, Brad
turn
Carter.
Around and say something to Brad.
Brad Carter, the athletic
director.
director.
Big run.
I tell you what, we've had some big hitters up here in the box. Sally Stevens, the principal, talked to you at halftime, and Brad Carter, the AD. We always enjoy seeing.
What's all this during the commercial break? This rowdiness going on with you and the crew from Boyle County.
I can't tell you.
Okay, let's leave it at that.
You don't want to know.
All right, we'll leave it at
it has
that.
something to do with the name.
Okay.
And how it looks and so forth.
All right, we'll leave it. We have an injured player on the field.
Anyway, it is hysterical, but I'm not going to say it. But there is an injured player down, and we've had a couple of those, Coach. Earlier we had the Dylan Coulter, the outstanding defensive end, was shaken up a little bit. And I'm trying to find out Coach Perry out there. I tell you what, Coach, I know it's 23-7 Catholic, and I know we do a lot of the Lexington Catholic games because William has, of course, the deal with Lexington Catholic. But I tell you what, is there a finer man, coach, human being than Mark Perry?
Right. Good family.
He's awesome.
Good family man, and I followed Mark for a while. He played at the University of Kentucky, played quarterback.
Did a great job at Central Hardin.
Did a really good job at Central Hardin when he got the job here.
Took him to the state championship last year.
And I've worked with him in some clinics in the past.
Yep.
He is a tremendous individual coach.
And by the way, that injury is critical. That is a Fago. That's Jack Fago.
He's not putting any pressure on his
legs. 2 picks tonight. Man. So Fago, you got to let him get him off the field there, guys, where you run your play. He's not off the field yet. So first down for Boyle. That was a nice run there by Walker, the backup quarterback, who now has moved to receiver. Nice catch and run. First down to the 46 for Tiller. Looks left, fires over there to Smith. He's trying to break it outside. He's tackled all the way back at the 49-yard line. He's going to lose about 3 yards. That's a nice play there by outstanding.
That was a super play.
Sid Sharp made that play. Boy, he makes a lot of plays.
Sid Sharp and Perdoshi around the play again.
Well, Catholic will take a 2-touchdown lead and 2-point conversions. They'd have to score 16 points to tie them here in the final quarter. But Boyle County, certainly coached by Chuck Smith, they're capable of a lot of things. That's another guy that I love, Chuck Smith. He's a tremendous high school football coach and a tremendous man. And you know what? The linebackers, all those linebackers, when he coached at Kentucky, they're in the NFL. Does that tell you what kind of coach he is?
Individual coaches,
Yep.
these guys that are good head coaches, but also do a great job with individual players.
We'll be back here on the White Greer Maggard Game of the Week with fourth quarter action.
All S, all P, all O, R, T, S Sports. Pick it up at all sports. Pick it up at all sports.
In Fayette Mall and allsportslex.com, locally owned and operated since 1972.
I'm not happy with my teeth. They're not straight enough.
Let me fix them for you.
No. You are not White Greer and Maggard.
I'm sort of like White Greer and Maggard. I'm local, love smiles, love to fix things.
No.
Sort of.
39-yard line, pick up of about 8 or 9 yards. That's Walker again.
Walker does a good job. Lexington Catholic are really good tacklers, Gary. Of all the teams we've seen this year in the city, I think they're the best tackling team.
Handoff goes right side. We've got a new quarterback in there, Coach. I just saw that. It looks like 13, but that's 19 in their quarterback now, and that's going to be Reed Lanter, a freshman quarterback. So Reed Lanter in there at quarterback now, number 19. It's hard to tell with their numbers, but that is 19 in there now, not 13. So Lanter just came into the ball game. So Lanter, 1st and 10, here to start the fourth. Lanter fires right side, and it's going to be incomplete. Fires it toward the end zone. It's in the receiver, Reese Smith, that sensational freshman. Incomplete.
That's a nice throw. He overthrew him. Obviously, he overthrew him, but he's keeping the ball near the sideline, and he's keeping the ball out ahead of the receiver. So, not bad for a freshman. Not a bad job.
Well, we have two freshman quarterbacks. You know, of course, Bo Allen's gone. Started for Catholic, and now you got Reed Lanter in there, the freshman for Boyle, after 4 interceptions by Tiller. 11:19 to play, 2nd and 10. Fires left side. Walker tries to dive for it down inside the 20. And Walker couldn't come up with an incomplete. Nick Walker, the junior.
Well covered again. Lexington Catholic's doing a pretty good job of covering these receivers down the field, as is Boyle covering the Catholic receivers, with the exception of one big mistake on both teams, actually. One big mistake on coverage caused 2 touchdowns.
11:16 to play. Knights 23, Rebels 7. Gary Ball, Mike Meehan with William Warfield. 3rd down for Lanter, the freshman quarterback, in there for Tiller. Here's pressure backside, fires it. He's got his man down to the 10, down to the 5-yard line. Hauled in by Walker. Walker nearly took that to the house.
That was a super throw, by the way. A perfect throw. When you throw that post route or a seam route, you got to zip that ball in there. You can't lay it up in the air where a safety can come back and pick it up.
Pickup of 23 and a 1st down to the 5 for Lanter. Looking left, throws, and it picked off by the Knights. Coming the other way, 20. And to the 35, I believe that's Sid Sharp. Sharp with an entourage. He's at the 30. Sharp to 20. 10. Touchdown. Sid Sharp.
Freshman made a mistake that time. He kind of threw it into coverage. Sid Sharp, who we know has great speed. I'll tell you what, though, you said an entourage. He really did have an escort down the field.
95-yard pick 6 by Sid Sharp.
That's one to wake up tomorrow morning and be proud of, I'll tell you that. And here's something else I noticed. As soon as I knew he was going to score, he was ahead. I looked back. Not a single Catholic player was doing anything, trying to block people in the back or trying to block behind the play. They were all just running down the field. Nice job, coaching staff at Lexington Catholic. Super job by Sid Sharp.
And Lanter had just thrown such a terrific pass to Walker.
It was a wonderful pass.
Prior to that, they got him all the way down to the 5. Walker nearly took it to the house, but was tackled at the 5. And then Sid Sharp with a 95-yard pick 6, Coach.
Amazing. And what a big play that was. Just when they were moving the football, trying to get back into it, the Rebels. Now it's 29, going to be 30-7 hopefully here. Oh, bad snap, Gary.
Rolling to the right, and Bennington is going to run it in for 2-point conversion, and just like that, you look up at the scoreboard, it was 13-7 at halftime, Coach. 10:45 to play, and all of a sudden it's 31-7 Catholic.
A bad snap on the extra point, and he just said, "Oh no, I'm gonna run that bad boy in myself." Nice job, way to go.
Lexington Catholic finding their mojo now in the season. Looking really good now against this tough Boyle County team, 31-7, 10:45. We'll be back here on the White Greer Maggard High School Football Game of the Week on PrepSpin.
Hi, I'm Lee.
Rio set to kick. Here's the deep kick. Tartar back at the 5. Comes out to the 10. Tartar the 20. Tartar, and finally slammed down there by the Knights kicking team. And nice Henry Holthouse there slamming him down. Coach, but you know a Chuck Smith team is not going to go away easy, so Boyle probably still has some fight left in him, but right now they're down 24 points with 10:39 to play.
Henry Holthouse is a good tackler. He's the safety on this football team.
Yep.
He's the last line of defense a lot, and he's been playing. He's had a really good game. A little confusion by Catholic getting the right number of people in.
Lanter hands off to Ashburn, and Ashburn up to about the 24, maybe the 25.
The Knights are hungry right now, Gary. You can see them. They're real excited on the sideline. They're playing really good defense. Have played really good defense this whole game.
They really have. They've been they had St. X down 28-0, Coach. St. X was able to come back in that second half and beat them, but they played Johnson Central. Covcath, they should have won that game up there, lost by 1 point.
And those are all good teams.
And there's another pick. Turned in by Satil. He's going to take it. Another pick 6.
Yeah, this is just it's a throw and catch thing. These quarterbacks are so young. They feel like they've got their eye on the receiver. They look at him the whole time. The Catholic defenders, Satil especially, he just jumps on the play right away. Yeah, this has become a nightmare for the offensive coordinators and the quarterbacks.
Coach had 6 interceptions by the Knights and 2 pick sixes, 195 by Sharp, and then that was an outstanding pick by Satil. It's now 37-7. It was 13-7 at halftime, Coach. So that is 24 unanswered.
24 unanswered and 2 on defense. 14 of them on defense.
2 pick sixes by the Knights defense.
Well, 15 on defense.
Kick is up by Connor. Here's a flag down from the back judge. Connor Fry kicked it up and through. Let's see what the call is here with 10:03 to play. So what a first half of football. One of the best halves we've seen all year, Coach. And now, you know, we're just a Catholic touchdown away from having a running clock the last part of this game.
And I'm impressed again. A super defensive performance by Lexington Catholic. The defensive coordinators, good call. Super job by the team.
So Boyle, they brought in the freshman Lanter, and he's thrown back-to-back pick sixes, Coach, after he replaced Tiller, the starter, who had thrown 4 picks.
And there's been, what, 6 total?
Yeah, 6 interceptions. Bo Allen he's thrown, I believe, 1, right? 1 pick?
Yeah, Bo Allen's thrown 1. That's a 15-yard.
No, 2. Reese Smith has both of them, I believe. Yeah, 2 picks.
That's a 15-yard penalty going to be assessed on the kickoff for personal foul against Boyle, as if they didn't have enough problems.
Exactly, and Catholic now blown it open. They lead by 31, 38-7. Remember, it gets to gets to 36, Coach, it's a running clock, so they only need a touchdown to get to that point, this Catholic.
Now, in a normal game, I don't know about this lead, 38-7 with 10 minutes, but in a normal game, when you get a penalty on a kickoff like that, one of your best moves is to kick an onside kick. So I don't know if they will do that or not, or maybe just do that little bounce kick that goes high.
I do see the All-State Good Hands team up there for Boyle at the 35.
But you don't want to kick it in the end zone is my point.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think they will. They might try an onside here. 38-7 Knights. It was 13-7.5. And he's going to just kick it out of the back of the end zone for some reason. So that they'll bring it out. And so Boyle County will get the ball at the 20-yard line.
I don't understand that.
I don't either.
I'll tell you why. One reason is if you do kick it on the ground, you're going to run time off the clock. And when you got this kind of a lead with 10 minutes to go, you want to get as much time off the clock. You want the clock to be your friend.
Agreed.
And that clock never started when he kicked it in the end zone.
Freshman is back in there. Lanter for Boyle. Gives the handoff now to Crawford, and Crawford reversing it to field, coming to the left side. Gets a block over there. Crawford up to the 35. And so nice run there by Crawford.
Good job.
Yeah, he went to the right, reversed it back to left, picked up 17 yards. Nice run by Crawford. 9 minutes and 51 seconds. That'll stop the clock to move the chains. And, Coach, obviously the picks and everything for Catholic, but what else have they done here to take this big 38-7 lead after it was just a tremendous first half?
They just taken the heart out of Boyle with the defense. I noticed after the last interception for a touchdown, a couple of the receivers that were down the field just dropped their heads and walked off the field. They just said, oh, man, what are we going to do? They need an experienced quarterback, which they will have in the next couple of years, Gary.
Yeah. Let's take a look. I'm going to take a look at my KHSA football app, Coach, and I'll tell you the schedule the rest of the way for these football teams, for the Knights, and also let's take a look at Lexington Catholic. After they play Boyle here tonight, we got a timeout. They play Garrett County at Garrett, and then they have Pulaski Southwestern here at Joseph K. Ford Stadium in 2 weeks. Coach, I think that's a game we're scheduled to cover. Southwestern, coached by Larry French, a good football team. I think they have 6 or 7 wins this year.
Larry French coached at Boyle.
Coached at Boyle, exactly. Won a couple state titles there.
Yes, excellent coach.
So second down at the 35. That's where they marked him at. Crawford again hit and stopped in the backfield. No gain there. And
what do you do here, Gary? When you're Boyle, you have rookie quarterbacks. You don't want to throw it because you just had 2 huge interceptions for touchdowns, and yet Catholic is going to move up everybody up. They're running a 3-4, but they've got 4 linebackers sitting back there waiting for the run.
Yep. Your Rebels have Western Hills next Friday. Boyle does. That's at Western Hills. Then they have Dunbar at Dunbar. Pass, and it's going to be a battle for the ball. Great effort there. They were trying to pull it away from the outstanding freshman there, Reese Smith, but he pulled it away from the Catholic defender down to the 48 first down. Well, that was another. It looks like Lanter's pretty good on his slant passes.
Yeah, he throws that ball in there hard, and he had to throw it right by Eric Sotil, and Eric just couldn't pull the ball away.
So Crawford is in the backfield with Lanter, the quarterback. Motion by Reeves. Crawford rolls right side. Crawford and breaking tackles down to the 45-yard line, slammed out of bounds. There's going to be a ball thrown up. It looks like there might be a flag over there.
I don't think so.
No flag?
I mean, if there is, I'm surprised because the guy just followed through with the tackle.
Yeah.
That was a football that flew up in the air.
Yeah,
so.
Well, Boyle will certainly call him for a flag over there.
Well, they may get one, but not against that play.
Yeah, 8:49. Catholic has just totally rolled over Boyle here in the second half to break open a 13-7 halftime lead. They lead 38-7. Lanter gives to Crawford again. He's to the 40 and down to the 38. Or is that Bartleson? That's Bartleson. As you said, Coach, they use a stable of running backs.
And I like this Bartleson guy. He really looks good. Again, that tackle was by Sid Sharp. We mention his name all the time.
Yeah,
he's all over the field.
And he's got a 95-yard pick six tonight.
Yep, nice job, I'll tell you.
8:23 to go in this game. Boyle has it inside the 40, third and short. Lanner looking. Lanner rolling, sets, throws high and incomplete down at the 32-yard line.
Okay, he's got to get his shoulders around a little bit.
Yep.
When he's running a sprint out, he's a right-handed quarterback going right. It's okay to continue that throw, but when you don't step into the throw, that ball's going to sail on you. You could tell that he had a problem catching his feet up to his body that time.
So 4th and a yard for Boyle. They are at the 40. Here's a handoff to Ashburn. He's got the first down and more down inside the 35 to the 34. Nice running there by Gunnar Ashburn. We like the name. We like the player. Came into this with their leading rusher with 550 yards and 8 touchdowns.
Right, and right now, let's see, Ashburn only has 24 yards according to this. Now they haven't updated it yet after that run.
Yeah, he picked up 6 on that.
Bartleson's over 100 yards, Gary.
First down. Most of it on that one long run right at the end of the first half. Ashburn takes it down to the 31.
Ashburn, yeah. Bartleson has 103 yards. Crawford 36, and Ashburn has 24 for the Rebels. On the other hand, Damian Jones has been pretty quiet.
LCA leading 35-28 over Somerset. A touch pass downfield, and it's going to be incomplete. Lanner.
Okay, now, Lanner did a good job that time going left and throwing that football. That was a pretty decent pass.
Intended for Kevin Hatfield.
Right, maybe take a little bit more off it, but not bad. These guys, I'm telling you, this Boyle County football team is going to be a good football team.
Oh, yeah, they're going to be scary good in a couple of years. I mean, they're great players. They're freshmen and sophomores. Screen over the middle, and it's going to be incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. 7:15 to play, and Lexington Catholic has broken things open here with 24 unanswered. They led 13-7 at halftime. They got the field goal, Coach. As you said, momentum helped them at that point, and now all of a sudden they've got a 38-7 lead here over this good Boyle County. And make no bones about it, this is a good, young Boyle County team. Catholic's really improving, aren't they, Coach?
They are.
Lanner firing over left side, incomplete on that 4th down. Turn it over on downs to Lexington Catholic. They'll have it, and Coach, it'll probably be a steady diet of Damian Jones probably run some clock, wouldn't you think?
Either that, yes, I would think so. I think they want to keep their number ones in there right now. Even though they have this big lead, they want to keep their number ones in to control the football, run some time off the clock.
Bo Allen back in there. Fago has come in. Kirk has ran a 5-yard TD in for the Knights. Jack Fago went off injured, and he's got 2 picks tonight and a bunch of tackles.
He had a great game tonight. The whole defense had a superb football game.
Bo Allen checking that wrist for the play.
And Boyle's, they don't want to throw the football with these young quarterbacks, but they're stuck doing it because of the lead.
Jones up the gut and to the 34. Pickup of about 4. Clock running, approaching 7 minutes to play. And Coach, afterwards, of course, the winning coach will get the Mingy beef jerky. Have a good time with that, I'm sure. Mingy beef jerky.
It's funny how they like that. They look forward to getting the Mingy beef jerky. And that's a good company, and they do a super job of sponsoring these high schools.
You got to try this stuff. That's what Coach Hall used to always say on his radio show. You got to try this stuff, Mingy beef jerky.
Made in Paris.
Made in Paris.
Kentucky,
Curtis Mackley, of course, I believe was the Vice President of Sales over there. 6:32. Jones shifts to give it back inside to him, and Damian dancing up to the 38, where he's going to be short of the first, but it'll be 3rd down on about 4. 6 minutes and 20 seconds to play, and Lexington Catholic, boy, they're kind of putting it all together at the right time, aren't they, Coach?
They really are.
I mean, we'll see what they do next week. And also wrapping things up with Southwestern as
we talked to Coach Perry on the field in the Covington Catholic game before the game, and he mentioned that about how he likes to schedule those tough teams early.
Yeah.
And just
losses to St. X, which they led 28-0. Johnson Central.
Good team, by the way.
Covington Catholic. Cooper, who's loaded this year. And Madison Central, who's pretty darn good. Lafayette's finding it out tonight. Here's Jones, and he's hit, not going anywhere. It's going to lose about a half a yard, bring up 4th down.
They're happy to punt here. They just don't want to lose the ball. They're playing ball security, holding that ball with 2 hands and keeping it locked in. So
So Catholic and
Jack Fago's right there ready to go.
I don't know how many more times Chuck Smith's going to want to see us, Coach Meehan. I don't think he's won with us, has he?
Well, let's don't mention that because I sure like watching his team play.
Yeah, they played Lafayette earlier this year. They got beat pretty soundly by the Generals, and I think this is the third or fourth consecutive time he's lost to Catholic that you and I have covered it. So approaching 5 minutes to go in the ball game, and Sid Sharp is going to punt, and I believe that is Smith, Reese, the freshman back there. It is. There's a flag. I think they delay a game, I believe. Mark Perry, what's Mark Perry talking about over here on the sideline?
Yeah, he's talking to his coaches and staff. He said, okay, I don't mind the delay game because the clock, we want to keep that clock running. But honestly, guys, let's make sure we cover this punt.
Right.
Block. Don't let them block it.
High snap to Sharp, and Sid gets it off. Good high punt to Reese Smith, and he calls a fair catch at the 31-yard line. Yep.
So secure catching the ball.
Yes, got great hands. As we said, probably the best hands on a freshman we've seen in a long time.
Absolutely.
He has a touchdown catch tonight, Reese does, and he has 2 interceptions on defense.
Big game for the Knights. It's going to be a big win for them, it looks like right now.
And then we got Garrett County next Friday. That'll be another big district game, and then they wrap it up with Pulaski Southwestern, a good football team.
Yeah, that's and then playoff time.
Our big White Greer Maggard game of the week. Coach Meehan and I will head down to Danville. Coach, you driving or am I driving next Friday night?
You drive. I'll sit there and talk to you.
I always enjoy that. Pass by Lantern incomplete over the middles. He was going to the other freshman. We talk about freshmen. That number 9 there, Riley Colwick, he's a freshman, Coach.
Freshman to freshman. And that was a pretty good throw. It was a little behind him.
Yeah.
Boy, I like the zip he's got on the football.
Lafayette Central still 21-all. No, Central scored back-to-back touchdowns in 35 seconds.
Uh-oh.
Here's Crawford to midfield. He is at the 40 and finally tackled down inside the 30. There is a flag down back at the line of scrimmage. And, Coach, how about this? Madison Central has scored 2 touchdowns in the first, 35 seconds. Lafayette scored. Lafayette scored 2 touchdowns. They're up 35-21 over a good Madison Central team in the third quarter.
That's a good battle right there. That's a heck of a team.
Good battle. We've had Lafayette on course PrepSpin several times this year. And they love it when we come over there, and I'm sure they're a team that will make some noise in the playoffs. Coach, they did last year going to the state championship before falling to the number 8 team in the country. Louisville Male was number 8 in the country. Male beat them, but I tell you what, Lafayette put it out there on the field, and they feel like they got unfinished business this year, Lafayette does.
Good all the way around. Wonderful quarterback, one of the better.
That penalty took it all the way back to the 23-yard line. Lanter gives now to Crawford, and he's to the 25, maybe 26. Clock has continued to run here, Coach Meehan. 4:20 after the game, we'll give our winning coach to Mingy Beef Jerky, and we'll name a Crown Trophy. Thanks to Crown Trophy, Ryan Tyson. And check out the Scholastic Ball Report, Coach. That'll be Sunday at 12:30 on the CW Lexington. 30 minutes of high school sports on TV. I call it the fastest 30 minutes in TV. Screen over the middle and going nowhere.
And that guy you work with sometimes, by the way, a guy named Doug Flynn.
Doug Flynn, yeah.
He's not bad.
He's not bad.
No, he's not bad.
He's not bad. He's a keeper. He's a big fisherman, so I'm definitely not going to throw that fish back.
No. No, he likes to talk about fishing, too.
He does.
If you get him talking about it, he'll do it.
Of course, he loves his baseball. Nobody loves baseball like I call him Mr. Baseball, Doug Flynn.
Oh, he was an amazing fielder.
And, my high school interns are outstanding, too. Joseph Hurt, Brantley Akey, and Rebecca Cook from Franklin County. They're good. They do a good job.
Rebecca's a volleyball player, right?
Basketball. All-state
player.
basketball player. She's being recruited by several D1 schools. That punt by, basketball, man. It's going to be an interesting basketball. Coach, we got to get you out to some basketball games this year. I know you don't want to do color with me, but we got to get you out there at least. I mean, your Dunbar Bulldogs won the whole whole match last year, the state championship.
Are they allowed to tackle each other?
I know one thing, there won't be 6 interceptions.
No, maybe.
Well, that might be. Yeah, that could be. A lot of passes are picked off in basketball. Yes. I'm looking forward to basketball. I love high school football because I get to work with Mike Meehan, but basketball is obviously pretty good in the state of Kentucky as well. keeper by Fago. He's up to the 47. They bring Fago in there more for the runner. We got 3 minutes to go in this game, and Lexington Catholic's going to win it, and they're going to go into the Garrett County game, Coach. I would say Lexington Catholic will have a lot of momentum going into those playoffs. They play Garrett County, then Southwestern, Coach. Of course, Garrett County's got that stud running back, Jacob Foley, one of the best backs in the state. You and I saw him last year.
Absolutely. And Lexington Catholic might be the best team with the record they have in the state.
But we mentioned who their losses are to. I mean, they're to some of the best teams in the state. St. X, Cooper, Madison Central. Gained down to the 48. Fago got the first down, so they may be able to, with that first down, Coach, unless Boyle calls some timeouts, they may be able to pretty much run this 2 minutes and 28 seconds out. Also, of course, they lost to Covenant Catholic by 1 point. You and I went up and did that game on Mixler. They could have won that game easily. I still say they should have gone for 2.
Hey, I know. Yeah, big shout out to offensive line for Lexington.
Oh, yeah,
Catholic.
tremendous.
Super job.
Yeah,
tonight.
tremendous. Ballard, John Henry Lynch, Mark Rumpke, Woodford Langford, and Thomas Gerardstein. Outstanding. Fago now, and he's down to the 40-yard line.
Spread the field, move your receivers out wide, give your offensive lineman a pretty good split, and then run the quarterback, a tough guy quarterback up in there.
And he's down inside the 40, and pretty much they can let that clock run down. And if they get this first down, definitely run the – what we got? We got another score? So Dunbar, is that a final? 40-21, Dunbar gets the win over Henry Clay tonight.
Way to go, Bulldogs.
Henry Clay really struggling, aren't they, Coach?
They are. They really
Fago. And he's got the first down, and he takes it down to the 30, and they can run out the clock now. Just a minute 25, Coach. They can pretty much just get into victory formation and run this clock out unless Boyle calls the timeout.
No, that's what they'll do right here. They'll get into victory formation, put the knee down, run the clock out, and should be able to do it in 3 plays, and it'll be done.
Your overall impression of Bo Allen, Coach, because you're such a good quarterback coach. You know your quarterbacks. I mean, he is a 14-year-old freshman.
Right. He's going to have to get some strength. He's got a really good arm, And Coach Perry's going to work on him on his approach to his sprint outs or when he's flushed out of the pocket.
Right.
You know, one of the problems that young quarterbacks especially have, when they feel pressure, they run away from it. And the best thing to do is step up into it sometimes.
So Lex Cath will get a huge win tonight over a good Boyle County team, and it's going to be a sound defeat them soundly. It's 38-7. Does this score surprise you, Coach Meehan?
It does, but when you saw the way Catholic was playing defense, how are they going to be?
Yeah, the weight room at William Warfield and I interviewed Coach Perry on Sensational. You got a good shot of it. Go back and watch the replay of this game. Yeah, we're showing a weight room right now. What a beautiful facility they've got in there now, Coach, in the Catholic weight room. And
that makes a big difference. These young men, they need to get in there, and they work so hard to build their strength up. And whoever, whatever they did to get that money to build that weight room, it's going to pay value way down.
Lexington Catholic wins it soundly over a good Boyle team. Man, 13-7 at halftime, Coach. Of course, it doesn't hurt when you have 2 pick sixes in the second half. Sid Sharp had one, and Jack Fago had one.
Had one for about,
95 yards,
That's a pretty good one. That's pretty good.
So Lex Cath 38, Boyle 7. They defeat them soundly. Chuck Smith walking off the field, and he knows he got soundly defeated here tonight by this Catholic team. So Catholic gets their 3rd win of the season, Coach, and they're just 1 game under 500 right now, Coach, with that tough schedule they've played.
Yeah, and they're just getting ready for the playoffs. Now, it's not going to be easy from here on out either. They're going to play a couple teams that can really surprise them.
Yeah. We'll come back with a post game and also have the Mingy Beef Jerky here tonight presented to winning coach. We'll come back 38-7. And Lexington Catholic wins it over Boyle County. Don't forget next Friday night, folks, what a football game. It'll be Lexington Christian, who last we heard was up a touchdown on Somerset. They will be at Danville High School next Friday. William Moorfield producing. That'll be over at Danville High School. And I think White Greer and Maggard's going to help us out on that one, aren't we? With some Wi-Fi or something over there, I think, is the plan. Is that the plan with White Greer and Maggard? So we'll come back with post-game 38-7, Catholic over Boyle.
Hi, I'm Lee, and I'm happy with my smile.
And I'm Other Lee, and I ain't happy with my smile.
I went to White Greer and Maggard, and they fixed my smile for me.
And I never smile, and that's why I'm having some alone time here at dinner.
I love that I can go to White Greer and Maggard with all my questions. And I love that I don't have to brush my teeth at night. Don't be like this, me. Go to White, Greer, and Maggard for a picture-perfect smile.
Hi, this is Gary Ball for Crown Trophy of Lexington. Crown Trophy offers youth sports awards, corporate awards. They offer signs and a full line of promotional products. They're located at 2680 Wilhite Drive on the corner of Nicholasville, New Circle Road, just behind Starbucks. Stop by and pick up your copy of our 85-page catalog. Crown Trophy is nationally known, but locally owned with 150 stores nationwide. Crown Trophy, the official provider of plaques for the Scholastic Ball Report and PrepSpin.
All S, all P, all O, R, T, S. Pick it up at all sports. Pick it up at all sports.
In Fayette Mall on Facebook and Twitter, locally owned and operated since 1972.
I'm not loving my smile. I should have got braces when I was a kid. I want my teeth to be straight.
Dude, go to White, Greer, and Maggard. So, I see you took my advice. Better?
Oh, better.
You're not you when your teeth aren't straight. Get started at White, Greer, and Maggard today.
Do that.
Scoring.
People like that when you do that.
Okay. And we're back here. We're Lexington Catholic 138-7. I'm going to recap the scoring for you. Catholic got on the scoreboard first, 6-minute mark of the second quarter. It was Damian Jones who went in for a nice 68-yard TD run. Connor Fry's kick made it 7-0. And then at the 1:06 mark, it was Gavin Cameron hauling in a 27-yard pass from Bo Allen. Connor Fry's kick failed. It was 13-0. Boyle County got on the board with 35 seconds before half when Reese Smith hauled in a 22-yard TD pass from Sam Tiller. Nick Ruby's kick made it 13-7. That's where we were at halftime, Coach. 13-7 at halftime.
Defensive struggle in the first half. Both teams extremely good defensively.
And as we said, Catholic would get the ball to start the second half, and with 7:25 to go in the third, Connor Fry nailed a big 36-yard field goal that put the Knights up by 9 at 16-7 at that point. And then at the 35-second mark of the third, Kirk Fagot came in, ran it in from 4 yards out, and then the Fry kick made it 23-7. And, Coach, from that point, the onslaught was on. And then with 10:45 to go in the ball game, Sid Sharp, they actually marked it. I said 95, Coach, officially 96-yard pick six for Mr. Sharp. That's a highlight reel for him. He'll be watching this game tonight, I'm sure, on PrepSpins or when they archive it, put it back up there. Bo Bennington had the two-point conversion at that point, and, Coach, it was 31-7. Then at 10:03 to go in the game, it was Eric Satil with his own 26-yard pick six, Coach. Connor Fry's kick made it the final score, 38-7 Knights. That's recaps the scoring here. And, Coach, what about those final numbers? Anything just really stand out at you? Well, obviously Damian Jones with a huge night, almost 200 yards.
Yeah, Damian Jones had 198 yards rushing on 32 carries. And you said it a couple times during the game. Just give a big dose of Damian Jones. Just go ahead and let him run that football, because I don't think Boyle had an answer on their side. Bartleson had 103 yards, and he had to fight for every yard he got, really. The stat that jumps out at me is way down here. It's called tackling. In the number of tackles, Perdosh, we talk about him all the time.
Yep.
He had 11 tackles tonight.
For Austin Perdoshi. Wow.
Oh,
and, Fagot had a big game. How many tackles Fagot had?
Well, Fagot had
with those two picks.
He's not listed for some reason. But Austin for Bartleson for the Boyle County Rebels had 11 tackles also.
Yeah, he was
so
all
these guys were hitting all over the field tonight.
Yeah.
They were doing a really good job. Let's take real quick, Gary. Let's look at the first downs. 14 first downs for Boyle, 16 for Catholic. Rushing yards, Boyle had 176 yards rushing. Catholic had 210 yards rushing. Passing, 114 to 115. So they were pretty much even. The difference was this. Boyle, 10 for 31 with 6 interceptions.
That's more turnovers than you get at McGee's Bakery down here off of Main Street across from the Fayette County board.
And it's not as tasty either.
Not as tasty.
Lexington Catholic was 14 for 25 with their quarterbacks with 2 interceptions. And 290 total yards for Boyle. 325 total yards against a good Boyle County team.
Yeah.
For Lexington.
So it was pretty much, the scoreboard, it was pretty much even, except I think those 2 pick sixes, that 14 points right there, Coach. You take those 2 pick sixes off the board, and it's a much tighter football game.
Right. And here's where they both teams did not do well. If you want to look at that, even though the score, in 3rd and 4th down conversions, Boyle County was 5 for 18.
Wow.
And Catholic wasn't much better. Yeah. Catholic was 5 for 17 for 3rd and 4th down conversion.
Well, great job, Coach Meehan, as always. Good high school football game for the first half. Catholic dominated the second half. We want to thank William Warfield for producing here on PrepSpin. And, of course, tell all your friends you can go back and watch it archived as well. And catch us next Friday night. It will be Danville taking on that undefeated Lexington Christian team next Friday night down in Danville. And Coach Meehan and I will be there along with William Warfield. Again, thanks for watching the White Greer Maggard High School Football Game of the Week. The Mingy Beef Jerky goes to head coach Mark Perry, the winning coach from Lexington Catholic. For William Warfield, our producer, King of Stream, for Mike Meehan, the best in the business, this is Gary Ball saying thanks for watching. Lexington Catholic wins at 38-7 over Boyle County. Until next Friday night, we'll have another big White Greer Maggard High School Football Game of the Week.